the man say, give it to the man. When you give it to the man, then you come back to the car.
So the fool make you now, you carry now so you can go convince your friend.
Yeah, when I give it to the man say, thank you. I say, okay. The man say, oh, where you going now? I say, oh, I'm going right here. So one of my friends called me.
And the same man you going to now?
Yeah, the same man.
Let me tell you before you go steal.
No, yeah. So when I go to the man, he say, clean the car. Then they are two now.
In the Jeep.
In the Jeep. Then they are two.
A big Jeep.
Yeah. Black BG.
It's It's narrow. Teeth and tongue can fret, but they can still eat fish and cookies together. You from the other side, I on this side, we can still dance together. Let's come together, meeting the peace. Liberia is all we have. Babu popole, la gloire mon Dieu mo. The time we take to cause trouble, we should take that time to do something constructive in unity. Mama Liberia need us. Mama Liberia need us. Let's stop the to my head. It can benefit us when we pray for each other. We will succeed when we come together as one. We will succeed when you get on your knees to pray. Put Liberia there. When you get on your knees to pray, put Liberia first. Atateng in a kwa. Aba maoyambo by Liberia Jekpa. Here is all we have. We don't want to palava. We don't want to halala. We don't want to palava. We don't want to confusion. Let's come together, meeting the peace. Liberia is all we have. Teeth and tongue can fret, but they can still eat fish and cookies together. You from the other side, I on this side, we can still dance together. Let's come together, meeting the peace. Liberia is all we have. It's time for us to show ya. Put aside the tribalism, put aside the criticism. Yeah, let us work together and move the country forward. When mama and papa not happy, the dishes can be empty. When mama and papa ain't here, the children can be happy. Now what we want, Liberia. Now what we need, that why I pray for, that why we pray for. Let's come together, meeting the peace. Liberia is all we have. Meeting the peace. Liberia is all we have. Live music. The elephant. It's It's narrow. Teeth and tongue can fret, but they can still eat fish and cookies together. on the other side, I on this side, we can still dance together. Let's come together, maintain the peace. Liberia is all we are.
Whenever you hear this song, you know the morning breeze is on. Good morning, a pleasant good morning to you from the nation's capital, Monrovia. Welcome to the Monday, that's the Monday, May 8th edition of the program, The Morning Breeze on ABC Radio 105.1. It's a pleasant good morning from Broad and Buchanan Streets and the nation's capital, opposite the National Museum, adjacent the Buchanan Street AG. Welcome to the Morning Breeze. Yeah, a sign of relief. But it's good to be back here this morning with all of the trending issues in our country, Mama Liberia. I'd like to say good morning to you in your private vehicles headed for work this morning, or in commercial vehicle, in a tricycle, maybe on a motorbike heading for work or for school, or maybe going at your business center or other family engagements. I'd like to say good morning to you wherever you are. And there's one thing I'm wishing for you this morning, and that is a productive day. Yeah, I'm wishing you a productive day. Insofar what you're doing is positive in nature, I'm wishing you a productive day. So welcome to the Morning Breeze. If you're celebrating your birthday on today, I'd like to say happy birthday to you. If you're not faring well, never mind. Wish you speedy recovery. But welcome to the Morning Breeze. As always, sort of our segments are locked and loaded. By the way, it is yours and truly. It is yours truly, Fidel Sadie, and I'm here this morning alongside Denise Nipson. And of course, together we ride you through up to 10 o'clock, bringing you all the major issues in our country.
More music on.
Come here shortly, we give you our motivational quote and our African proverb, and then we give you our traffic alerts.
trendybeats.com.
Later we go across the country to find out what's going on across Liberia. And this morning, as we promised, we will bring you play you recordings. In fact, we should have done that on Friday, but we thought to have made sense out of those recordings so that we play it in sequence. And I hope my production manager is ready now. Okay, so that's it this morning. And then we get to talk about, you know, on Friday we spoke briefly about the police and Ministry of Justice's delay in releasing the report from the former Chief Justice's residence. And we'll also elevate that again this morning because we think it's of importance and it brings credibility to those two institutions. And then we look at the alleged syndicate that's been concocted against Monrovia City Mayor, allegedly concocted against Monrovia City Mayor Jefferson Koji. And we'll play you those recordings and make sense out of them. And as you listen as well, we will solicit your inputs as well. But today is the birthday of Wakis Julie. Yeah, this tracker, Wakis Julie. Today is your birthday. Happy birthday to you. And I'm told today is the birthday of G. Bacchus Kape of the CDC District 16 chapter. Today is your birthday, Bacchus Kape. Also from the Liberia Petroleum Refining Company. And today is also the birthday of District number 7 Representative aspiring Emmanuel Dan. Happy birthday to you as well, sir. And all of you celebrating your birthday today, we like to wish you a happy, blessed birthday. What's happening in the Unity Party? Deflection, disintegration as a result of external influence. We talk about that because we have a bit of information on that as well. And so our motivational quote for this morning says, and it comes from Winston Churchill. It says, success is stumbling from failure to failure with no loss of enthusiasm. Success is stumbling from failure to failure with no loss of enthusiasm. Yes, that is success. Persistence, being consistent, and never dropping the ball. That's the definition of success. So successful people are people who have failed over time, but they keep getting themselves up and believing that there is always a light at the end of the tunnel. So one try and one failure doesn't account for being successful. You have to keep trying and failing.
More music on.
And when you get that jackpot, obviously, then it becomes a happy point for you.
I like it.
So that's the secret to success. And our African proverb says, when the rain falls, it drenches all. It does not fall on a particular people in a particular locale. Once rain is falling on Broad Street and you are on Broad Street, obviously rain will touch you. So the blessings that God has for us will definitely come our way, regardless of your political stature, your religious stature, your financial stature. God blesses everyone as He pleases. So those are our motivational quote and our African proverb. Let's now go across the city, Monrovia and its environs, and give you some traffic alerts this morning. Now these traffic alerts are meant to place you on rare alert places you should expect traffic at a certain hour of the day. And a specific emphasis is placed on the morning hours. And so as always, around the Broadville, Virginia end, coming from that end, of course, you should expect traffic around the Momotown end. Turning left, before you turn left, obviously you will experience some traffic, sometimes from the Saturday market area, that's around the Kuwait area. Sometimes you experience traffic as far as from that end. In other cases, it's from LMC Junction. Better still, sometimes it's Island Clinic Junction. But you experience a bit of traffic along the Momotown route, taking left. If you're going straight up, obviously you will experience same in Douala. Just in case you decide to use the left side going through Momotown, you will experience a bit of traffic along just before you get to the bridge because of the movements, the different movements there. So you should also be aware of that. If you're coming from Caldwell, around the Caldwell, New Georgia end, right there you will experience a bit of traffic. And as you move towards the bridge, you also experience a bit of traffic as well. If you're fortunate to cross and you headed towards Caldwell Junction, of course, because of the turns around the junction, so there's a bit of traffic there sometimes, often in the morning. And so as you make your way through the Point 4 area headed towards the Sion Town end, before you get to the Freeport of Monrovia, there's a bit of traffic there as well. Expect traffic to be there as well. That's the Freeport the Freeport area. And if you're using the Japanese freeway end, expect traffic around Butnersville Junction, the New Georgia Junction. And again, as you push towards Freeport, you should also expect a bit of traffic there. And as you're moving forward towards town, of course, expect traffic around the Clarendon end. Yes, traffic around the Clarendon end. And if you manage to make the Clarendon end, of course, Vartown is also there. And thanks to the Liberian National Police for the work done there at the Gabriel Tucker Bridge. Just meant to ensure that users of the road are in compliance with the traffic rules and regulations. And that's a good job. Even though sometimes people say the police are the cause for the traffic around there, but I think basically they are doing their job. And because of the tightness of the road, and that we have more vehicles on the road, so it makes it difficult to have a free flow of traffic in at certain point in the day. So we have to be aware of that as well. And so you're leaving the Painesville end, coming towards town. Of course, the Rehab Junction, there's road construction ongoing. The Rehab Junction, expect traffic there. And as you move towards town, if you are using, you can use the ELWA end because that road has been blocked. And so you can use the SD Cooper Road. And so if you're using that route, expect traffic just before you get to SKD Boulevard. And as you get to SKD Boulevard, also expect traffic there as well. And as you move forward to the 540 Junction, just around the Ministerial Complex, also expect traffic there. And as you push further towards town, around the Catholic Junction, there's a bit of hold up there. Maybe not basically traffic, but there's a hold up there. Temporary hold up, so to speak. And let's route further down to the Old Road Junction. That is the end that's almost at the Invisible Sports Park. Just around that area, expect a bit of traffic there. Sometimes it reaches as far as the Catholic Junction. And so just stay in the queue. Just remain in the queue as you are. Don't go left, don't go right. Remain right there. I see you there. Just remain right there. And stay in line and let the traffic flow freely. Alright? Let the traffic flow freely. Don't take left lane, don't take right lane. Remain where you are. And drive slowly as the traffic progresses. And so if you are also around the Vamoma end, of course, around the Vamoma end, there's a bit of traffic there as well. And so exercise patience. You obviously get to your destination. But as we always say, if you want to get to your destination, you have to get up early. Sacrifice that bit of time. So you will experience a bit of traffic there as well. And if you manage, of course, you will encounter one at 20th Street Sinker. 20th Street Sinker, you will see so much traffic there too. So bear patient right there. Sometimes it extends as far as the JFK gate. Yeah, so expect traffic there as well. So as you push further towards town, of course, around the 12th Street end, expect a bit of traffic there. And around the Ministry of Foreign Affairs as well, students are crossing, workers are crossing, and so there's a bit of hold up there. So you have to exercise patience. When you get to those places, you don't have to overtake because there's a major crosswalk where people are crossing. And when somebody slow down, it means they won't go. They won't go. But they're waiting for people who are crossing. You have to be aware of that. And so as we push further down to the Capitol Hill, Jalatown, Jamaica, that's Camp Johnson Road intersection, you should also expect a bit of who up there, traffic so to speak. And when you cross that point, know that you're in Central Town. And then you have alternative routes to use to get to the major parts of the city that you want to go. So those are our traffic alerts this morning. Just thought to make you aware that there are things going on, and you have to be aware of that this morning on the program. On ABC Radio 105.1, The Morning Breeze this morning. But it's Monday. It's good to be here. And my partner this year, very much energetic in appearance. Good morning, Dennis.
Good morning, Fidel. How was the weekend?
Well, I had a great weekend. I had a bit of rest, and then did not do too much movement, and that's good. Good part about it, I stayed indoors. Saturday was a restful day for me. I did not take a step outside. And somebody, I let us say that. So now I have to be very practical. Mm-hmm. I want to talk that thing, but it took bad for me to talk, but I was talking. Deniso, imagine you stay indoor. The only thing you do indoor, you do eating, and small eating.
Yeah.
Then you are not about the whole day.
But as long as you're inside.
I just inside, I don't about the whole day.
And don't spoil it again if you have AC in your place.
It make it worse. It make it worse. You get AC, you get TV
AC.
on.
I don't know. Can I say an enemy to taking bath or bathing or something like that?
You feel that kind of, because when your heart small and you feel uncomfortable.
Uncomfortable.
But when your body looking,
forget that. Imagine that.
That won't blow. But that's it. I was
happy
weekend.
time.
Yeah,
my weekend was okay. I went to church on Sunday, got back, had some time with family and what have you, and yes, it was wonderful.
That's great.
Yes, and it's good to be back this morning. I know you did similar. You went to church and then
no, I did not go to church.
Oh,
and,
why? Even on first Sunday.
On first Sunday, maybe for some reason I prepare my clothes for service, and I actually had an early morning appointment with someone, right? So I went across. When we say across, we mean the Broadville Inn.
Yeah.
All right. So I went there that early morning. Unfortunately, because of the delay and the importance of that meeting, of course, we own this information gathering, so sometimes you have to make the needed sacrifice.
Wow.
So I could not make it in time. To service. It's unfortunate. And I had to apologize to God even for not making it to service.
Wow.
Yeah. You can say, and you can tell God sorry when you do that. When I even bad do. The only thing I didn't go to church at all. I didn't fellowship that day. But I think, as I've always told you, on this whole religious thing, I'm a religious person, right? But I don't do it to the extent that sometimes people expect. You gotta do that. I think I'm a religious person by heart. Just about how good my heart is and how I treat people. I think I'm religious. What do you say to that?
I pray you be religious by participation and involvement and everything.
Then it's not very critical again. But yeah, that's it. I mean, I had a bad experience this morning while on my way to work, Dennis.
Oh.
And I know I've always said this: our members of the police force, these people sacrifice their lives, day and night. But there are elements that actually spoiling the name of the police.
Okay.
I had an experience this morning while on my way to work. I opted to use the water side end. Now, at the tail end of the bridge, there is a checkpoint there, and understandably, because the police has to do her work, so that checkpoint was there. What was annoying is the fact that there are vehicles coming from the other end of the bridge, that is from the Bourgeois Island side, coming towards town on the bridge. Now we have a bit of traffic building up there behind me, and this guy, he's not clothed, he's in short pants, t-shirt. He stands right on the road, places the checkpoint on the road, on the other side of the road. A bus was coming from the other end. He placed the checkpoint there, that plank thing they can place and put right in front there. Let me talk it in Kolokwa so plenty people can understand. He put a plank right in front of the bus. He went to the bus, and whatever the driver gave him, he took it and he removed the checkpoint.
Early morning.
While rushing to work.
Yeah.
The bugger went and placed the plank right in front of me, waiting to see what he would do. Apparently, because he saw my face, he left the plane right there. But the plane right in front of me, there's no way I can go left or I can go right. Remove the plane. The bugger went in it right to the depot. I know that depot.
Yeah, right
at the end of the bridge
water
there.
Side,
Water side end
yes, there. That's it.
The bugger went in the place. Why the other vehicles coming from the other end? I can't use that side. So I got down from the car.
Somebody could say he power farm.
Yeah, that just a power farm. He just leave the plank there. Now, it's not that he left the plank there that got me angry. The fact that he placed the plank in front of a bus driver with the intent of taking money from that driver, and he rolled the plank one side and left it on one side, and he turned his back. That was the issue. Now, I went there, took the plank off, going back to my car to just move. The lady in, who is seen as the senior officer, of course, she has no badge. She has no flag on her uniform. She comes out in an insulting manner. You take the plane from the road. And I'm saying this young man is not identified. I don't know whether he's a police officer or whatever. Now he places a plank right before me as a barricade when I'm on my way to work. There are vehicles behind me that are waiting for me to go. Yet he places that plank. As a senior officer, what should you have? What you should have done? She burst into insults. But as always, being the kind of person I am, I wouldn't insult an officer or insult a lady. Especially. So, with Torso, she won't bring the plane from me. The guys who were riding with me just pushed the plane one side and I passed. And I just left a word with them. That you see the work that you do, you meet a lot of people that you don't know.
Exactly.
And you have to be professional in your conduct. This guy had no reason. They has broken. If you're waiting, she says she's waiting for, we're waiting for buses that are coming from Guinea. That's why we can put a plank there. If you're waiting for buses that are coming from Guinea, that's why you will impede the movement of other people on the road because you're waiting for buses from Guinea.
Imagine that. People just do their own thing in this country. Nobody monitoring. That's the problem.
How many persons have to go through this kind of humiliation in the traffic because a particular officer decided to be irresponsible?
Exactly.
So we have a job ahead, Dennis. And it just gave me an impression of how these drivers go through a lot in the traffic.
A lot.
How they have to encounter some, indecent police people, so to speak. Very unprofessional police people on a daily basis. But I thought the action of that lady, who is a lady, I expect her to be well-mannered.
Sure.
It was somehow preposterous. And it did not, show any degree of intelligence. It did not show any degree of professionalism.
Yeah.
And I thought to speak that. And kudos to those police officers that are doing their job, who are sacrificing day and night to ensure that the force remains professional as it should be.
Yeah.
We give you kudos for that. All right. But then we have to go across the country now and speak with our correspondents. A lot of things are on our plate. The MCC recording, the ongoing plenty things happening in United Party. Dennis, things happening in United Party where even people who in United Party now know.
I know.
Hey, Yaka. Hey, the rescue mission. You saw my post down there. They just fear making fun. Yeah, wait. The rescue mission has been hijacked. And we'll tell you where the hijackers are from. And I just seen all the men on the. Yeah. If you not know, you not know. Dennis, let's go to our correspondence right now.
Yeah, time is fast spent.
Time is fast spent. It's almost 8 o'clock. And I want us to do this in a space of 20 minutes. Speak with our correspondents and get to know what's going on.
There was a training issue. Our correspondent from Nima County, reported as it relates to the female that was discovered in a hotel.
Yes. And I
Joseph,
hope he can expand on that.
Joseph.
Maybe I should get in contact with him
right
now. This issue has been, it was a round of debate in our chat room.
Yeah.
Regarding the man said he don't know where the go do there. So let's see how we can get in contact with our man Joseph Kakula right now from Nima County and find out what's going on in Nima County. Yep, and then give us update on this issue regarding. And as always said, we get in contact 2 or 3 rings, and our correspondent do not get on. Of course, we move to the next correspondent because we want to ensure that we serve our people right. Okay, he has just sent me a message. Of course, he's on air right now.
Okay.
Of course, let's get in contact with our man Prince. For some reason, again, I try calling Prince. I hope he's on this morning.
Yeah.
Prince Wamplo from Grand Bassa County.
Yeah, Joseph were together during the burial on the weekend. At the weekend, yeah.
You mean Joseph Kekula?
Yes.
Oh, okay, that's good. And you got to see him.
Yeah.
That's good. But folks, brace yourself this morning. We are going all out this morning. Very tough. We've already made sense out of that those recordings, and we'll be playing them for you this morning. Okay, let's go to Walcott Kerry right now and get our man Walcott Kerry. Walcott, they may say he Al Jazeera. They may reporting on ABC Radio. They may say he Al Jazeera. Walcott. But let's get our correspondence this morning. It's important. Let's know what's happening in other parts of Liberia right here on the Morning Breeze with me, Fidel Sadie and Denise Nipsey. And again, happy birthday to all of you celebrating on today. Our man Walcott Kerry is on the line this morning. Walcott, good morning.
Yeah, good morning to you and good morning to all of our valued listeners of this most valuable frequency dial.
How is Magibi County this morning?
Magibi County is relatively calm and peaceful, but politically charged. And as we speak, currently, some sectors of the drivers' union are currently mourning over the tragic accident that occurred over the weekend.
Yes, we saw pictures and videos of that accident scene. What update have you for us regarding that accident, by the way?
Well, vividly, the accident happened on Friday, which was May 5th, and it happens under a heavy downpour of rain that caused restraints of movement of even humans. But notwithstanding, according to the Liberia National Police Magibi County Detachment Commander Dixon Paul Kemokai and that of Mr. Gaddafi Toure, which is the traffic commander in the detachment, said the accident occurred on that day as a result of heavy speed, and there was a water commercial vehicle, which they said they don't know the owner of the vehicle, that were parked on the side road, and the Kia motor was coming from Kakata way going towards the Welben community, towards Banga, and the trailer truck was also coming from around the Welben Banga highway, and the Kia motor, according to the police reports, wanted to dodge the water vehicle that were parked side of the road and suddenly collided with the trailer truck, and according to them, 2 persons were pronounced dead and some critically injured, and the police, they don't have a tow truck. According to the commander, Gaddafi Toure said they struggle at least to haul the trailer truck because of the road congestion, and to also prevent further accidents to occur. And now the trailer truck is parked at the Sakiflomo grounds around the World Bank community, while on today, as we speak, they are now doing everything humanly possible at least to haul the Kia motor from the road.
Now, those who died, were they occupants of the trailer or the Kia motor?
They were occupants of the Kia motor. 3 persons, according to police reports, were in front, including the driver of the Kia motor. And according to the reports, 2 persons immediately die on the spot. And 1 in the Kia motor is critically injured and undergoing treatment at the GFK.
Okay. All right. What else do we have to know from from Magibi County?
Well, as we speak right now on today, the should have had their elections, but as we speak, there is big battle and power struggle amongst them in the county as to who will be the chairman. In fact, the debate should have been held over the weekend on Saturday, and the debate was cancelled because of this conflict of interest amongst them, this disunity in unity amongst them existing. So the debate could not hold, and today the election should have been held, and according to officials, they said they have postponed the election to the 15th of this month because of conflict of interest as to the power struggle in the tailor union. Other than that, concerned friends of Senator Nukwe for rural re-election in collaboration with Magidi Youth for Transformation over the weekend organized a program to say thank you for the registration process of voters, especially in Magidi County, 5 political sub-districts. And according to the keynote speaker, Senator Nukwe, who is the senator for Magidi County, and people call him their political godfather, thank the people for coming out at least to register in preparedness for the voting process, which gives them the right to at least unseat those who have deprived them, and also to elect people of their kind. And according to his political talk, he is supporting one Joseph Yabuya for the senatorial seat in Magidi County, and one Madam Dorothy Bagole, the CEO and proprietress of the Bagole Health Center in Magidi County, contesting for district number 3, and call on voters to see how best they could support these people for their elections in those various capacities, and also say he is willing and in support of President George Manawia re-election 2023. But political pundits in the county are saying, if you like the monkey, you must like the tail. If you like President Weah and you say you are grateful to President Weah for what President Weah did for you by appointing you as Director General of the Liberia Civil Aviation Authority when you lost the presidential and vice president elections in 2017 under the ticket of Joseph Nyuma Boakai and that of Nukwe, and President Weah appointed you in that capacity. Now President Weah also appointed Honorable Magil as minister at that time, who is sanctioned by the American government. So you are against Magil, and which is the tail to the monkey, President George Manawia. So if you like the president,
okay,
you must like the tail.
Thank you.
So this is what is happening in the county.
Thank you so much, Wakot Kirit. It was nice having you on the program this morning.
Thank you so much. It is my pleasure as an enthusiastic reporter posted in Magidi County for ABC Radio.
Okay, Wakot Kirit there, ABC Radio correspondent in Magidi County. And of course, like we said, the accident occurred on Friday. We did not have the detail, but as he indicated that it was a trailer that ran into a cab motor, and that trailer was trying to dodge a water vehicle that was parked on the side of the road. And we see here a lot. They water truck, they can just feel that they don't want to get a road. They can just park on the road.
Of course.
We not see here plenty. Let's go to Bon County, Central Liberia, and speak with Nathan Colley. Good morning, Nathan.
Good morning, manager, and good morning to all those that following the show this morning.
And how is Bon County this morning?
Well, Bon County is fine. We had a very good weather this morning.
That's good. What is the trending issue in Bon County?
Well, this time around, the Bon County Education Officer had all 7 challenges affecting the sector in the county. Reverend Ama Jeba Vavi, senior is the head of the education system in Bon County, also talk about the issue of the employment of volunteer teachers, because some of those teachers have worked for the ministry for over 10 to 6 years, they are not being employed, and which is a bad thing too. So you also describe the need that it's time for government to employ those volunteer teachers. And also talk about the issue of.
You said, what did he say about the voluntary teachers?
He said the need that they need to be employed fully by government here, because they've been working all the years at 10 to 6 years, some of them 8 years. So it's important for national government to employ them fully.
So what is he doing as a local education authority to ensure that these teachers are employed? Nathan? Okay,
Oh.
seems like we lost Nathan on the line.
Yeah.
Let's try getting him back on the program this morning. The Morning Breeze on ABC Radio 105.1. Nathan Colley is our Bond County correspondent. From Bond County, we'll run straight to Nimba County and speak with Joseph Kekula. But we're still trying to get in contact with Nathan Colley, and he was speaking in relations to volunteer teachers, according to the DO, the CEO, that is. He said there is a need for these volunteer teachers to be employed by the government of Liberia, because you can volunteer for that length
Longer
of time,
time.
and then you can get employed.
It is important that they gain status, but now
Yeah,
it is
so they be able to give their all. And as it is, in fact, the fact that they've been able to serve for that length of time, it means that the government has confidence in their abilities, and so just give them the status. I mean, and employ them. Ark, I don't know what's happening, but I'm trying to get. Okay, Nathan is calling back. All right, Nathan is trying to call back. Let me get in contact with Nathan, and then we'll conclude on that development. Apparently, he has another one for us, and then we'll go back there as well. All right, this is the Morning Breeze on the ABC Radio 105.1, and of course, we broadcast from between Buchanan and Broad Street, right opposite the museum.
Yeah.
Nathan is back on the line. Nathan, sorry, the network, and you were in flight.
They never been very bad these 3 days in the country.
Okay.
Yeah, like I was saying, also spoke about the issue of school in the rural areas are being understaffed. Sometimes school you see high school you see 3 instructors, and also stressing that there are more that the government can employ more teachers, and also talk about the challenges in the reference to one of the districts, school district. And I only have a single school. And manager, one of the things, the amazing thing that the only school, they only have 3 teachers. The entire school has
3 teachers.
3 instructors.
Wow.
Only high school. So I think it's a challenge.
It is a high school with 3 teachers.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
He also said that this year there will be no trial test because the issue of funding by government. So those students are going to do the national exam. They will not have a trial test because there's no money for that.
Wow. Dennis,
3
we're
teachers.
in Bon County.
Can you imagine that?
High school. 3 teachers.
3 teachers. Wow. That's something to think about. Go on, Nathan.
Any other thing we need to know from Bon County?
Last all the weekend we the late journalist now government where you saw journalists across the country came to pay their last respect to him, and on the ceremony there are several people, including our man, Mr. Anthony Jevan also there. But unfortunately, to have seen the deputy manager.
Okay.
Dennis.
Okay. Oh, you saw her, eh?
He said he was unfortunate.
I didn't see her.
Oh, you didn't see her?
Yes, I didn't. I met Joseph Kekula, and I had something to do, so I had to rush back.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm so sorry.
Sorry, Nathan. Sorry. You will see the deputy manager when the next time she comes there.
Okay. Thank you for having me on the platform.
Okay, Nathan is our man. Then Nathan from
Bon County.
Bon County. Let's run to
Joseph.
Nimba.
Yeah, Joseph is trying to get in
Okay,
contact.
let's get to Nimba County and speak with Joseph Kekula, the man who met the deputy manager yesterday. On Saturday.
Just a glance at the man. Don't get it too low.
I told you. I can put you in trouble with the man.
Just a glance, everyone was kind of, part of the ceremony.
Good morning, Joseph.
Yeah, good morning. Yeah, good morning, Morovia.
Okay,
morning.
that's good. How are you? How's Nimba?
Yeah, praise God. After the trip from Bon County, I came back to Saturday yesterday.
That's good. Anyway, thanks for being in attendance. I'm told you met the deputy manager.
Yeah, I saw her. Yeah, and it was nice meeting them.
Okay, that's good. What is the trending issue in Nimba?
Especially in Ganta, on Saturday morning, the people of Ganta woke up in the morning with the news of a likely body of a lady discovered at a guest house called F2 in the main street of Ganta, right opposite the NP gas station, central Ganta.
Mm-hmm.
And this lady was carried by one Prince Doe, who booked the room of the hotel in Ganta. And then at the morning hour, when they went to check off, this lady body was discovered by the tenants there. And according to what we've gathered from even the proprietor, Mr. David Casey, this guy went and registered his name, and he said he did not have a phone because the phone got missing, and no one knows more about what he might have had in his luggage. But then this lady has some bruises on her body and was caught lying down in the bed.
Just repeat what you said before you went up. We've caught.
Yeah, we've caught between her breasts.
Okay.
Yeah, which is suspected that certain object might have been used, to have the lady killed. The head of jury that was set up, they call him one Lemuel Blimy. According to Lemuel Blimy, they checked the body and they realized that the mark that caught was there, and they discovered that the lady was like tied on the neck with a torn rope, and which led to her death, and she was being swept up because of but actually, according to him, that lady fought the guy to actually rescue herself from him, but then it was not easy because of maybe he overstrengthened her, so he was able to accomplish his mission. Up to now, no one knows the word about this man, and the lady is not actually being identified as a resident of Ganta or wherever. So the security has launched a search for this man, including the community, Prince Doe. That's the only thing people know about his name is Prince Doe. No better location about him. So that has raised some serious issue in Ganta, and with residents having fear now in the process as a way death is alarming in Ganta, even though it had not been the first for people to die for either a male or female to be born in such situation.
Yeah.
But then for the first two that have happened, the first one happened at Jackie Guest House years ago, where this man we were informed that he worked for Estela Mita, and he has come to Jackie to have a rest, and unfortunately for him, he passed. And the fears he carried is the one who alarmed that this man, his condition was not better, and he took him to the E&J hospital at the time, and he was dead upon arrival.
Yeah, remember that story.
Situation has taken place, but not in this manner.
Yeah,
where a person is being brutalized to death in this way.
And were you people able to, the family member of that lady?
We have not identified any family member yet. So I'm told by the city mayor that they are trying their best to make sure to get family members. And if the body is kept for long, it might
decay.
Damage. So they are thinking what to do to either take the body to the funeral home or either have it buried. So that's where there's yet, they are not being able to tell us whether this body is being buried.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you so much, Joseph. Is there any other thing we need to know?
Tomorrow.
Okay. Tomorrow. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Joseph. Thank you so much. Denise, it's sad.
Yeah, very much, very
sad.
much. Perhaps she may have, had some link with that person and trusted the person to, go with them at that motel, and such a thing happened. It's so sad. It speaks to a lot, in terms of who you go with at any other place and all of that. So
don't trust anybody.
No.
Don't just go with anybody. Yeah. Advising you. When you say the term bad, sometimes it appears like you're making people scary.
Yeah.
But we got all kinds of evil things going on right now.
Yeah.
People doing things for different reasons. I mean, reasons are not even legitimate.
Sure.
That's what people are doing. Let's run to the southeastern part of Liberia, where our man Patrick Menza, the jolly man, is to find out what's going on there. Patrick, good morning.
Is that the morning title? Or
Yeah, the mele dole. The mele le happen. I mean, the mele le happen. The mele plibo.
I have to enjoy Maryland some time.
Yeah.
Maryland is blessed to have the kind of opportunity, so it's good to enjoy it sometimes.
That's it, man, bro. Yeah, it keeps you going. Now let's hear you. How is Maryland County, by the way?
Maryland is doing great. Maryland is relatively kind. Things are uncles. It's just that I always said on this platform, we always hear the kind of political issues happening in our county. But Maryland is okay. I think since last week, I've been experiencing this issue about people moving around doing a number of activities.
Okay, that's good. Now, we saw pictures before we go to you, I mean, to tell us exactly what you have in store for us. We saw pictures on social media of the speaker displaying brand new bank notes. And that picture went viral. What has been the reaction from locals in the county regarding the picture? Because the social media is everywhere.
Well, I remember I reported this on the show.
Friday.
I remember when
Yes.
I had the interaction with Jeanette, and I explained more about how citizens in the counties are feeling concerning the situation of the hospital Dr. Buford Chimon displacing huge cash of money.
Yeah.
Now he has been referred to in Maryland County with no due respect as Gate directly. The people in Maryland now, some oppositions, you have different views of people referring to us Speaker Dr. Chimon as Gate directly, because according to them, everywhere he goes, almost like dishing money to people. But there was this justification that came after the entire pictures that went on social media. There was a justification that came. According to him, one of his supporters, he said that money that has been shown in the pictures, for which it has gone viral, is not like he dishing money to people because he wants to be re-elected, but he also doing that to help the market women with loan. But predicated on that, saying there was this question I would ask. People are asking why this time around, when he has spent almost close to 18 years in power, why isn't giving high cash to women? Seeing all in the social media, people are seeing it as money laundering, because almost everywhere he go, he will give more than 500,000. Some area he went, he gave more than 1 million. Some area he went, he gave more than 50,000. So many people now are so concerned, looking at the kind of economic situation, and many are saying, oh, they has printed money, and most of them, they are the one that's showing all the money. So these are kind of contradictions that coming forth. Some of his supporters are in defense, are saying Hospital Dr. Chimon is not doing anything wrong, and others are saying, why would he be dishing money at the kind of crucial time?
Okay.
Mind you, we had this thing on, we had a radio talk show concerning that situation, and there was this caller that called. One of the callers said the reason why these things are happening, because in 2005, according to him, he did his analysis on it. In 2005, Speaker Dr. Buford Chimon was with the Unity Party, and there was this in between he and former President Manuel Eddie Johnson Sirleaf. So he left the Unity Party in 2011. And he had this saying back then that he was an opposition, and Eli Johnson wasn't given power. So his main talk, for which the people of Maryland County, specifically people say they overwhelmingly voted him in 2017, was because he had this saying that Eli was not given a chance, and if the We Are government win the elections and he becomes speaker, he will do everything in his power to make sure the people of Plibo Solokan district benefit from the government.
Okay.
They got analysis for which you see hospital destroying money. He said what he has promised the people of Plibo with regards to his advocacies and other things. The people of Plibo, some of them are disenchanted, they are not seeing. So the best solution, according to the guy analysis, is for hospital now to show money in order for the people to give him votes. Those are some of the analysis people in Maryland are doing so far.
Okay, that's good. Well, it is theirs to decide. Let's go. What issues are of concern to us this morning?
Yeah, on Friday, the Maryland County May Worry, in their number of 100 plus, celebrated the international days of May Wari. It has been an international celebration, but the women, the health worker in Maryland County, decided to decentralize the process. So the program was held in Plibo and brought together Sarah's May Wari that came from the various health facility in the county. And there was this parade that was done. Following the parade, it was an indoor. And during the indoor program, the keynote speaker, impression of mother, she has spent, according to her, she has spent more than 40 years in the profession as a midwife. She spoke to the midwife on the team, seeing the profession as a way of giving back to her people, knowing to the fact, according to her, knowing to the fact that midwives are people who are saving lives, providing the kind of education to our young folks or to the women. She said it is important for some of the midwives to take advantage on it. She highlighted that many of the midwives, some of them who are the young folks that are coming in the process, some of them are not really taking this profession as a serious one. So she concentrates those young ones to take advantage on the basis that it's very important. It saves life. It provides kind of guardian to people because they deal with big bellies. So she concentrates them to see the profession as a blessing. The keynote speaker highlighted that with the statistic, there have been this number of people who were experiencing death when they are giving birth. But she said with the continued awareness they continue to create in the country, in the counties, or in the district, the number of death rate has reduced. So she concentrates in most students, including those midwives, to take advantage and also see that profession as a serious one.
Joseph, thank you so much. Patrick, thank you so much from Maryland County, and I hope you're sleeping happy tonight.
I'll sleep happy, and I will always sleep happy.
Okay, thank you so much. It's our man Patrick Menza from Maryland County there on the line, and it's great to have him on the program this morning on the Morning Breeze on ABC Radio 105.1. Let's go Grand Crew quickly, and we'll be as snappy as possible because our time is fast spent. Let's speak with our man Frederick Coleman. Frederick Coleman is in Grand Crew County. Let's see what's happening in Grand Crew right now. Let's get to our man Frederick Coleman in Grand Crew County. This is the Morning Breeze on ABC Radio 105.1 with me, Fidel Sadie and Denise Nipsey. Like I told you, hey Yaka, we get plenty thing to talk this morning. And of course, I like how sometimes we get under the skin of people, but we have to say the facts, man. I mean, and I like when too many people get angry with me. I'm doing my job. Yeah. Morning. Frederick, good morning, Frederick.
Good morning, Fidel, and let me say good morning to the people of Liberia.
How is Grand Crew this morning?
Grand Crew County is fine. Everything is going well in Grand Crew County, and we just woke up. The weather condition is welcoming here in Grand Crew County.
Okay, that's good. Now, we will be as brief as possible. Tell us what is happening there.
Well, for Grand Crew County, Electoral District number 2 representative and Liberia's Deputy Speaker, Councilor Fernandin Kofa, has expressed gratitude to thousands of supporters that turned out and gave him a rising welcome in Backwood City over the weekend. Councilor Kofa said the demonstration of their support shown is a clear manifestation that Pleo traditional session is set for the re-elections of President George Weah, Senate Pro Tempore Abachi, and him. So the Electoral District number 2 lawmaker during his visit within the Pleo Chiefdom received multiple endorsements from citizens of the community.
Okay.
And also during the reception, he provided $200,000 Liberian dollars for those of the citizens that welcomed him. That time it was raining. That citizens, over thousands of Grand Crew citizens, had to abandon their activity and welcome their son. So he provided $200,000 Liberian dollars. And the money was distributed yesterday at a feed buying restaurant where all of the groupings were receiving the amount.
Okay, that's good. Frederick, thank you so much. It was nice having you on the program this morning. Tomorrow we'll get more details from you.
Thank you, and it's always my pleasure.
Okay, is our man Frederick there in Grand Crew County? Let's run to Lofa, Denise, and then run to Sano and see how we close it up this morning on the program, the Morning Breeze, on this correspondence segment of the Morning Breeze. Because as soon as I see people closing it up. All right, trying to get our man Samuel in Lofa, Samuel Bole in Lofa. Let's get him through here and see whether he goes through. But yep, we're trying to give you a bit and piece of information happening in every part of Liberia. It is a difficult thing, but we'll always endeavor to do that. At least, one thing from each of the county. Don't be blind. Monrovia is not Liberia, and that's why this segment is very important. Let's go to our man Samuel Bole now in Lofa County. Samuel, good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Let me say good morning to the entire listeners.
Okay, how is Lofa? Which part of Lofa are you?
Well, currently I'm posted in Kolahun, and Kolahun is okay this morning.
That's good. What are we hearing from Kolahun and other parts of Lofa? What have you got to tell us this morning?
Yeah, when it comes to the folly activities, Lofa is okay, and there is sons and doctor now, where you have the Controller General, Acosta Jangako, currently in Kolahun District, making some awareness when it comes to the biometric voter registration, SSR. And according to him, he said, well, the process is not only about encouraging people to register, but the process is to really register and make decision for president. We are, sort of us, know the road to in Banga to Menikoma, the first phase that stopped in Sarai. The Kuto have now reached to Golu, and from Golu to Sarai, just about 30 minutes. And saying that, well, people were saying because it's just the election, they will not reach to Sarai. And now, before this more end, we'll be talking about almost around Sarai. They're saying based on those analysis, it is good not to only register, but to make decision to see how they can vote for President Weah when it comes to that time. He said this is not a campaign time, and he highlighted most of the team President Weah is doing.
Oh, not campaign time, but instead of yeah.
Yeah, and he said, well, matter of fact, again, the rule from Zozo to Bonjaman to Foya, which it was really on the very challenge moon. He said, well, the machine is currently to Zozo and between Zozo and Foya, let's say Bonjaman, to see how it can be part of the rule for small operation. Because matter of fact, they advocate to the government and say, well, Lofa is one of the cardinal area that more population have from when it comes to the voting matter, and it is good to see how they can work on the role. He said they have already kicked off the role initiative. In matter of fact, they have the two areas where others started in Bonjaman to Kolahun and Foya, others started from Zozo to Bonjaman, and according to him, with 2 months time, Lofa will be moving smoothly. We will not be talking about challenge of road again.
Okay, that's good. Thank you so much, Samuel. We have to leave it at that and then get to you tomorrow. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you, and I'm always available.
Okay, he's our man Samuel Bole. Where do we run? Denise, let's run to Sino County, my own county. Yes, let's find out from Elijah Grendo what's going on in Sino County this morning. Yep. I saw. Let's go to Sino County and speak with Elijah Grendo in Sino. That choke on me lad. The net this gonna put. The man said, "What minute, girls? I don't know where."
Orange and white trousers. You talking about the mosquito in the hotel?
Allah, I said, the boy. Let's go to Sano County and speak with our man Elijah Grendo this morning on the program. This is the Morning Breeze on ABC Radio 105.1, and a minute to 8:30. Well, we can get him good. We are on spot.
We are now mentoring good as it relates to the people from Bomi and Bapolu and Grand Cape. I will try to
yes,
to them.
I think it's very important.
Yes,
you have to get on top of that. Yeah. All right, so folks, let's take this brief out. When we come back, obviously we'll get into the issues this morning. The issues.
I like it. trendybeats.com.
Aiba popopole, la gloire mon Dieu mo. Aiba popopole, la gloire mon Dieu mo. The time we take to cause trouble, we should take that time to do something constructive in unity. Mama la biya ni us. Mama la biya ni us. Let's stop the two my heads. It can benefit us when we pray for each other. We will succeed when we come together as one. We will succeed when you get on your knees to pray. Oh la biya there. When you get on your knees to pray, put la bière frère.
Even though we receive them with a degree of shock, but sometimes we are not surprised. I mean, based on the kind of experiences we've had over the time, and the nature of our politicians and the way we do our politicking in Liberia, it sometimes gives us a hindsight of what will happen. You remember we made some predictions some time ago, I think a week or two ago, regarding the possible permutation that are available, or options that are available to Yumli, and on the same side that are available to Alexander Cummings. And how can these options be positively exploited to the benefit of the two individuals? Like we said, Yumli Kanga Lawrence, Senator Yumli Kanga Lawrence, when we say, we just call her Nina, that we're not doing it out of disrespect, folks. It's just that sometimes whether how we used to call them these people, it's no degree of disrespect, just to say that. All right. Now, when we spoke about how Yumli was disenchanted regarding this whole thing about the former vice president's VP pick, a lot of people felt that we were joking. And they were like, oh, the woman will still join JMB. Now, why we said that? We felt that the sacrifices that this lady has made, the fact that she lost her standing in her political party, even though there was some low noise prior to her, I mean, fully supporting the former vice president, but I think that was one of the reasons why she threw her weight, in fact, behind the former vice president. And things escalated as they did. And she stood by the former vice president all those during that particular period, with no hesitation. She and Senator Darius DeLong, they stuck behind the former vice president. You remember there were pictures making rounds on social media where DeLong was sitting on the floor. That was the extent to which they supported the former vice president. Unfortunately, at the 11th hour, when they had thought that based on these kind of attitude and goodwill that they that they were the vice president, he would have chosen Yumli as his running mate. That did not happen. Now, a lot of those who support the Unity Party thought that Yumli should not or would not have felt bad or disenchanted. Look, there is a disgruntled nature of people in politics, and quite frankly, for legitimate reason. People get disgruntled no matter how timid you are. When it comes to political decisions that affect you negatively, you become very aggressive. Aggressive doesn't mean that you will be rude or what have you, but it means your fallback position becomes your priority. Now, there were people who were saying, oh, let Yumli go, let Yumli support the former vice president. When you win, you will mayor pro tem. It doesn't work like that, my people. What is the even surety that the former vice president will win the election? What makes it so sure that Yumli will depend on it to say I will be pro tem when the former vice president win, that it will make me, I will get position. Now, that was not a source of reliance by any means. It was in no way, all right? It was in no way an issue to depend on. So, Yumli, as in her side mind, could not use it as a source of dependence. That, oh, when the former vice president win, I will be pro tem. She's a lady of wisdom. So, she had to use her wisdom. Now, Dennis, what are we hearing? Sometimes I like to be very, stingy with my information. But I did a post that gave hint to Yumli's decision to support the the Alexander Cummings ticket. I mean, go along with Alexander Cummings. There were doubts. Oh, the Oman State supporting, and the Papi. But I tell you for free, Yombly will be announced as the running mate to Alexander Cummings in a not too distant future. In a matter of weeks, maybe days. Again, I will get to my info box and get the detail of when. I will state to you when she will be in. But it is a full-blown conclusion. A lot of playing is going on in the background, Dennis. They don't know who's pulling the strings. And maybe I will give you the chance to tell you who's pulling the strings. But there's a lot of pulling strings in the background that Liberians do not know. I mean, and they seem so fixated on this JMB team. Some Liberians seem fixated on this JMB team till they lost control of the ball. I stated yesterday again that there will be disintegration in the Unity Party. And that disintegration will be as a result of the decision that Alexander Cummings will make regarding his running mate, which obviously is Yombly. Someone has spoken to Yombly. Yombly has consented. Delon has followed suit. Your way. I'm let the Tomanti. Delon has consented as well, and they are going that side. There's a reconciliation talk ongoing now within the Liberty Party, which is almost at the verge of conclusion. I can speak to that definitively. It's at the point of conclusion, which will give rise to the announcement of Yombly. Now, what will happen? What is happening? You hear me and hear me well. The Unity Party will be disintegrated because of the invisible hands that's in the back. And that invisible hands has allegiance. She has people I will call the way I not say she, I've been calling the she, everybody know now. That individual has controlling power within the Unity Party. That individual has people that are still loyal to her within the Unity Party. And it's based on her, that loyalty she will use to grab people who are in the Unity Party now, who are seen as forerunners in the Unity Party to join the ANC. Call the propaganda all you want, but this is cogent raw information I'm giving to you. This is raw information I'm giving to you. Now, when this happens, Dennis, what goes on in the election? This whole thing about one round election, I hear Unity Party people talking about one round election. My good friend Martin Colley on social media talking about one round election. That in the library that we're talking, that they play somebody will win one round election in the library now. That I found different thing to say. But when this happens, Dennis, we will have a 3-horse race. And surprises will be up. All the way, JMB already got plenty things against him. The fact that he decided to choose Jeremiah Kuhn even made it worse. With this Prince Johnson link and people already, the ticket does not have an international appeal. That's the first thing. When you say it, the men can get it. But that's reality. The ticket does not have an international appeal. The international community does not align with individuals who been very engaged in our civil conflict, especially at the point where invisibly Prince Johnson is the running mate to former Vice President Joseph Boakai. So it makes it work. It makes it worse. It does not have an international appeal. So all the clamoring in North Yemen that just happened. Dennis, let me give you the chance. But Dennis, you know the thing we know. Yeah, you know the thing we know. When we are talking, me a little bit laughing about it. You know that the thing I can hear some people that people can laugh about. But that's it right there. So if you are fixated on a JMB one-round victory, you need to start thinking the other way around, because that party coming split. Say I say that is there Dennis. That is there for your people.
Yes, I'm just laughing and I like the energy. You speak with this issue, and you have said it, Fidel. And the issue about politics, those who are involved in politics, they know how it's like. And when it comes to, always I follow the trend at the weekend where a lot of people were shifting blame to the political Maradona of our time, Madam Salif, and talking about, Madam Salif is now, interfering and all of that.
The woman has citizen in the country, then interfering.
And it is no secret that, some people, it was rumored in terms of that. So when you say she, and everyone be like, yeah, that's what we're talking about. So the issue about the CPP, we said it the last time, and sometimes it becomes questionable when people talk about the party or country interest, and someone should put country first. So putting country first, we had political parties, 4 political parties forming the collaboration, the CPP, right? These parties came together because they said it was country interest,
yes,
country first, and they wanted to take the power, or wanted to retire President George Weah because he's not in the interest, of the citizens in Liberia. And they came together. What happened and what did not happen, they decided to part ways. And before that happened, there were a lot of, criticism, and there were a lot of calls from their supporters that they should keep this whole CPP together. But then it did not materialize as people thought it would have been, in terms of the opposition collaboration, which of course speak to the fact of country first and the interests of Liberian people. Notwithstanding, they all went their separate ways, and perhaps Cummings decided, he said he was a lone man in terms of the CPP, holding the CPP together and what have you. And they parted ways. And in parting ways, it comes in where people talk about interest. If it was country first and Liberian, the interests of Liberians, they would have, found way out to settle their differences. But it came a time now, everyone was like interested in interest. So it becomes a different ball game that people could not reconcile. People could not see the country first. They were after their own image. Oh, the person is doing this, the person is doing that. Now it has come to a point where everyone has support their own interests, And when people talk about politics, it's about interest. So this is a part where the United Party, with a strong side of the Yombli Kanga fraction, was heavily supported. And we saw where Liberian had a consensus with that particular side, that yes, indeed, this is Bwaka and Yombli ticket.
Because Cummings are already pulled out.
Yes, pulled out. And the issue with Cummings and Bility, people saw that aspect, and people saw the Bwaka and Yombli side, with a consensus. People were just waiting now. At the time, he would have made it public to say, yes, indeed, this is my running mate. That's why most people was expecting. But surprisingly, the entire scenario changed. And in changing, there are people within the Unity Party who believed in that ticket, who believed that it would have been a potential ticket, the Bwaka and Yombli. Yes, that would have reflect the aspiration of everyone and what they are hoping for to retire President Weah as they can put it. So that was the mindset of everyone. But with coming with the Jeremiah Kun issue, it kind of stirred up another discourse, another sentiment within the party. Let's agree that whenever someone selects a person, there will always be some dissatisfaction amongst people, but not to the extent of which it is. And we all know, although the people within the Unity Party will want to make it white, they want to pin it like, yeah, everything is okay, and which of course we know everything is not okay. We know that there are a lot of dissatisfaction as it relates to that particular peak of running mate, which of course we had some of those stalwarts of the Liberty Party saying, if Ambassador Bwaka, who selects a running mate, he would select someone who reflects him, because when Manaseli was choosing him, she chose someone who reflect her aspiration and all of that. And this is why we are talking about, we're looking at the issue about this party or Ambassador Bwaka has been on the side of, I will expose corruption. I will make sure that prosecute perhaps the former ruling establishment, although
War Crimes Code.
Yeah, War Crimes Code. Although I was involved with the party, the Unity Party, and all of that, but I will still ensure that whosoever should be prosecuted will be prosecuted. You understand? But with all that, looking at that, he turned to, and I will boldly say that he turned to escape all of those things and now go to marriage with someone who happens to be anointed by someone who is a former warlord. We can say like that because we all know that Jeremiah Kun is the godson of Senator Johnson, Prince Johnson, and who is having this dent now as it relates to his own involvement with the war and all of that. You can say that, you know, the CDC had issue with they went into marriage with Prince Johnson. Yes, they
But
did
not
it
at that level.
Of course they did it as well, though they did not see him as coming second like the vice president. They did it, but this is why these parties that are around, they are coming to retire. They say they are coming to retire the party because
And they
why?
condemned CDC.
Yes, because CDC is in, you know, collaboration
With the-
or in partnership
with the
with
warlord.
those. Yes. So now you coming with clean hands. They say once who come with what equity or
must
who-
come with clean
with
hands.
clean hands. So if you are speaking about that, I don't see why you will be going to bed with that same person that you think that what they are doing is wrong. And I think someone made a post. I think it was Matthew Yemplu that made a post in terms of defending Jeremiah Kun. And I was like, yes, it's true that the vice president, the former vice president, has to choose his running mate. But doesn't mean that he would choose his running mate ignoring all of the fact that Senator Johnson was involved with this issue of war and the issue about the War Crimes Code that people have been preaching over time. And you know, someone who he has lifted in terms of being the running mate and what have you been heading the MDRL is this person now the former vice president is electing. That is totally out of order.
Yeah.
If I would say that.
It's
Out of order. And the former vice president, if today he ruined his chances of becoming what the Liberian people, you know, were opting him for in terms of maybe being someone who will retire President George Weah, I would say he kind of did ruin his chances.
He ruined his
and
chances.
the United Party have a work to do as it relates to the October 10 election, where they will have to defend their running mate. Yes, and comes their candidate, their vice stand-up bearer comes October. We'll have to defend him. We'll have to defend all of why is it that the former vice president has chosen someone from NDRL to serve as running mate and a potential vice president to him. So it becomes something now about, you know, the issue about defending who that person is. I think they were running away from the whole issue of defending Yombly because Yombly was in court, but they have a work to do. Let's agree. Jeremiah Kun has a humble beginning in terms of where he came from and how he has, you know, excelled to this position now. But the issue with the MDRL, with Senator Johnson being involved, is a whole lot of ball game that needs to be explained and needs to be defended in the public at all costs, all time. And with Yombly now being, you know, left alone because she has aspiration for what she's doing. She's the political leader, like I said, of another political party. They all went into the collaboration because they all felt that, yes, we will have gotten something. And Bernard, you will make it clear in the collaboration that I don't have, you know, interest in
being vice president
or president, but he was there to support. So with that, the whole ball game now was with Cummings and Yombly and the former vice president. So Yombly has agreed at that time to go as running mate to the vice president, the former vice president. Now she has been kicked aside, I can say like that, and left alone. People would say it's harsh, but she has been kicked aside.
Of course,
and we saw the statement from her. Well, by her coming up, you know, with that statement before that, it showed that there was disenchantment. We didn't see the likes of Darius DeLon, Senator DeLon at the launch or the naming ceremony. We didn't see Yombly at the naming ceremony. We didn't see other actors at the naming ceremony. That shows that there was dissatisfaction, and which of course put anybody at the point that anyone wants to choose them. And we are seeing the trend now where Alexander Cummings is coming into play. Though they may have had their differences, their issues, but like they always say, there's no permanent enemy, there's no permanent friend in politics. So they could mend their differences with the Musa Belete and Yombly, and a greater side could be with the Cummings and Yombly again being another force in the October 10th election. And it is good that they have decided to talk. And everyone who is condemning, perhaps, disagreeing why they are coming together, I think those people are not in the interest of Liberia. Because you should pray that people who are politicians should be seeking oneness. And if they are in the interest of Liberia, they should be talking about reconciliation, coming together, let amend our differences and see how best we can put the country first, and see how best we can develop the country. So if the Liberty Party now, the Liberty Party has realized that there's a need for peace among us, and we should reconcile our differences and form or side with Alexander Cummings. Now that we know we have a hot cake, which is Yombly, Senator Kanga, and we know that she can make a better side as a running mate to whosoever, we can take her over there. So there's a possibility, and I think that would be a very good side for them as well. And coming to play with the political Maradona coming in and wanting to have a say in it, and she will never be divorced with politics of Liberia as long as she's around. And that for one fact, everyone should, accept that she will always have a say in whatsoever thing. And if the Unity Party people now are having issues with Manasselif coming in, perhaps to say if it is Manasselif coming in, to have a conversation with whosoever, and they are having issue with it, why should they have issues with people who are now, having problem that they are having issue with Senator Johnson? Because people kind of blame them on the other hand of maybe their way in which the country went. So that whole issue about why Yombly is aligned with or wants to align with Cummings, I think it is not a conversation to ask why. It should be because they are all political assets that want to align and realign and see that they form a stronger force for what they all are opting for. And politics is about interest. Today she was played off of not being the running mate. Tomorrow she may say, okay, I will be there and wait for the Senate pro tem or position or what kind of position. And somebody may come from the blue sky and say, no, this position, I should be the one handling that position. And may change around. So nothing is possible. It's impossible, in the Bali politics, Fidel.
Okay, so then is there on her perspective, but that's reality. Unity Party, brace yourself. A lot is going on. And you might be victims in the coming weeks. Unity Party may be victim in the coming week because of the exodus, according to mass exodus of stalwarts of the Unity Party. They'll be going here and there. Yeah, that plate will scatter. Then I'm bad thing you're talking that the thing that the information I get in my hand, I giving out to you. So 0777-105-100, 0555-105-100 are the numbers this morning. A lot is going on. If you are written Cummings off in the elections, you have to rethink. Even George Weah, the president, the current president, is aware of the kind of strength Cummings brings to the table, and that's why he himself has been working to ensure that he remains ahead of the pack while the others are struggling back. So it is left with Unity Party people to be crying, the people moving, men dropping. Yeah, that is going on now. And the election is showing its face bit by bit. And the activities of the elections are showing bit by bit. Good morning. Okay, that person slipped off the line. 0777-105-100, 0555-105-100. All right. The numbers to call 6 minutes to our break time. But of course, we will take as many calls as we can before our break time. Good morning.
Yes, good morning. My name is Eric Melvin Zulu. I call you from district number 5. Precisely. Yeah, my brother, to admit, you see, on the road, Joseph Imam Bouaka is very ungrateful, and he's ungrateful, and he has shown ungratefulness all the time. They can be recalled. This papa is here up, and George Manning, we are talking and sending a blood for treatment. when he left from there, after he got where he started to rain himself on the person who said the last God come for a job, we are in second. And he had done it again to Yomi Kanga Lorry. After this brother have been, this papi have been showing so much of ungratefulness. So he will be paid back. He will lose the election massively come October 2023. Trust me.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. Let's take another person. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes.
Okay. I think it's church again, and I join you for audition of a course for resident. You know, you have to stop this party analysis, brother. I've told you the last time, and I will tell you it again. Tell me this thing. I beg you, my sister, you are a woman for courage. I beg you, I don't want you to follow the teachings of the city.
What do you mean by that?
My man told the thing you want to.
Allow me now.
Yeah, but I will allow you when you're
But
attacking my person.
why will I follow?
How will I allow you to flow when you are attacking my person? I should stay and you attack me. I'm not
attacking your person.
Go to so in an intellectual space, you know what happens? You just provide counter to what I have said. You don't have to talk to me as a person. So provide the real information, correct?
So how am I following?
Thank you.
Laba will be doing, you know all day and you're not saying nothing. Now the problem I got with it. Good morning.
Yeah, Fidel, good morning.
Good morning, my brother.
Thank you. Don't mind the body teachings. They become very intolerant. The Asians are the one who are intolerant. But by the way, I'm Lawrence Spencer. I'm in Johnsonville. You know, Fidel, let me say good morning first of my way back sister and Denise Nielsen.
Yes, Lawrence, good morning.
You know, let me say something, right? You know, the party people, the level of arrogance that are taking them is mind-boggling.
My man, the Pope defending their party, is there arrogance?
No, but in that area about the 40 argument that young men want to make with you this morning is their general conduct is like politics like this. Well, they feel they are unquestionable, they feel the presidency, they are best there, football, people. I mean, it's not that way. They're not a monarch that will run our country. There's a democracy. So, I mean, like you said, Manajobi Lawrence has a right to align and realign with any political institution.
Exactly.
It's a God-given, it's a fundamental right under the Liberian Constitution. So, you want to be jumping here there because you kick them with more with your left foot, you throw on the boss, so what you need to do business with. What sort of argument is that?
Okay, my brother.
Look at the hypocrisy about these people. They say, oh, why anyone marry Liberian politics, blah, blah, blah. But you get a notorious murderer, a war criminal on your team. You said, abetting him. You say now all the best about this man. But Managari would let our country successfully for 12 years. You say nobody should do business with her. Are you serious? It will be a joke.
Thank you, Lawrence. We have to let you go. Thank you. We have to let you go. Good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Timo Masakwe, and I'm joining from Davana Street, Joinstown Coconut Plantation Community.
Okay.
The character Joseph Limon Parker over the period of time is a name that has ranked enough in the Liberian political space. And Joseph Parker recently, in one of his recordings, said the person that he will pick will definitely mirror himself. So the picking of Jeremiah Poon shows that Joseph Parker has some level of integrity problem. Because during the senatorial by-election in
Oh, sorry, we lost in 0777 105 100. Good morning.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning, ma'am.
Yes, you know,
Your name first, ma'am.
My name is Folimena Stevens.
Okay, thank you.
And we always hear people say, oh, the papi is sleeping, the papi can make a sound decision, and blah, blah, blah. Now, the man who was sleeping just woke up and told his dream with Jeremiah Poon. His name is Joe. He's like Joseph in the Bible. By the time he tells his dream, everyone, his brethren are all panicking and they are afraid. And I think that is what's happening now. They are instead of Joseph Boakai dream with Jeremiah Kuhn. And so coming to the issue with Costa and Yombly, in my mind, I would have loved Yombly, but there's a problem, there's an issue. And the politics is being played. Because if the owner had chosen Yombly, what would have happened? Belete would have run back to the court. And then he can have his fast-track running mate there in court. And so another issue is that Yombly and Costa should understand, why were they supporting the old man? Were they supporting him only to be vice president or vice running mate?
So for
they were supporting him so that they can win. The objective of this whole thing, this whole support, is to have a win. And so, if there's another means of having a win, I think they should all come around him so that they can have this win. Because it's the whole thing about forming a political party or being part of a political party is so that political party can win elections.
But Yombly is a bigger side. You cannot compare her with Costa. Yombly is from a political party. She's a political leader as compared to Henry Costa.
That's why I said I'm very sure that the old man would have loved to he would have loved Yombly, but looking at the situation around.
So I like.
I think he's looking at the number also. Whether we like it or not, I'm not from Nimba, I'm from Grange. But whether you like it or not, Nima has the vote.
So
the people on Nima dream is to get to the executive mansion. And they will do anything they will support, anything positive they will support.
So before you end, let me close up with you on this note by asking you. You are aware that Prince Johnson is the one who funded the MDR, and he has been the one pulling the strings at the MDR. The former vice president has always maintained that he intends to establish the War and Economic Crimes Court when he becomes president. Now, how possible it is that the MDR that will be heavily supported by Nimbayans, Joe Boakai, will establish a court that will at the same time prosecute their son? Do you see that happening?
Let me tell you, the issue, I'm so happy you brought about the War Crime Court. This issue about the War Crime Court, for me, I have done some research on that. I don't see it because I want to see how possible it can that be. They have to go back to the house. There's a law that they annexed to all these people that fought war. And you know President Sirleaf has been so smart on this because she supported the war. And she said that in the TRC. And so she coming up, she was the president. And then she wanted to go for a second term. And so she said, okay, since we have the TRC, then the book came up with the recommendations. And so Madam Sirleaf also knew that she shouldn't have even contested for the second term.
Okay, we have to let you go. Thank you so much. I think I like your perspective on the issues, and I hope you call often. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you.
All right. Thank you very much. She's our first female caller, so we had to give her leverage to speak as long as she did. Good morning.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Good morning, and let me say good morning to your co-host. So we get a joint conversation this morning from the board of Kutown. My name is Felix. He told me the second.
Let's hear it, fellas.
Let me say to the both of you, I think the analysis provided this morning is filthy.
It's filthy?
It's actually filthy. It's wrong.
Okay, but
it's
go ahead.
Filthy.
But man, go ahead and make your part of
Let me make this clear.
Theophilus. Theophilus.
Ticket of Joe Boakai and Jeremiah Kuhn does not have international attention.
No, I didn't say international attention.
You said it does not have international face.
So you agree? You don't agree with me?
You want to go back to the recording?
Do you agree with me?
No, that's what I say.
Do you agree with me?
I disagree with that.
Go ahead and state your disagreement.
Okay, because the thing here is, it is not Prince Johnson who is the running mate.
Have you followed Liberian politics? How long have you followed Liberian politics? How long have you followed Liberian politics?
For a very long time now.
For a very long time. Who is the representative of district number 16?
It's Representative Tigo.
How did he get elected?
Because he sold himself to the people.
And just sold himself to the people. It wasn't through the influence of somebody, right? It wasn't it. No, let's be fair with each other now. Answer my question. Answer my question. Answer my question, my brother. You see, you will not answer. You're trying to be insincere. You will not answer. But that's okay. Go ahead.
Representative won the elections in District 16 because he sold himself.
Based on whose influence?
No.
Based on whose influence? You see, he will not. He will just say.
He won't answer, so just allow him. Let him just let him talk and we take it.
Learn your thought. Let's go ahead. Learn your thought. Other people are on the line.
Jeremiah Kun was never sanctioned by international friends.
We didn't say that.
Okay. So what happened is that the ticket of Joe Biden, if they face the long Joe Biden has serious international attention.
And see how you talking.
Now,
I mean, Joe Biden a country giant. Let's leave that thing. Yeah, a village champion.
This is what I want to say. Fidel, you know, when I say anything, you always be be interrupting, and at the end you.
You have to go ahead, oh, bro. We don't get plenty of time.
But then this is the point. Senator, Vice President Bwaka did not promise anybody a running mate ticket.
Okay, and your fee, you normally promise your support too. Then you're very well.
I'm saying that the woman did not promise anybody a Vice running mate ticket.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you so much, to Philosophy from my own borough of Nickertown. Let's take someone from this end.
So she said, "He promised her support."
She promised her support to anybody. Morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good. You said I cut you off?
Yeah, you cut me off.
Who's on the line? You went off or I cut you off?
You cut me off when I was.
Go ahead,
Go ahead now. You on now. Okay, go. No, listen. We have this place. We are time conscious. So if you say my analysis is 40, you must state clearly what made my analysis 40. I have no problem with you criticizing me. I'm not beyond reproach.
I was driving to the point where you cut me off. When I listen to you, Fidel, you still having the belief that because Joseph Juma said Jeremiah Paul, so that friend Joseph was like, you know, at times I'm wrong. If you still having the belief, Fidel, when you have mistake, and I'm listening to the message you having that era. You know, when you can tell me, Fidel, as a landlord, you get your house, and I'm renting for you. They happy like you for me, in our house there. Thinking that in the political card, I mean, the money we carry.
That's different scenario.
Have you read about what integrity is? Have you read about what integrity is? Yeah. Okay, what is integrity? No, what is integrity, bro? Let's go straight point anything here and put a different person. Yeah. Yeah, what entails integrity? No, answer my question.
We're talking about Senator Johnson and you talking about
Bwaka. What is integrity?
Okay, it's okay now. It's not confrontational. Let's take others, please.
Let me hear ready. So, Denise is a running mate to Fidel City. Denise has an alliance with someone who has been deeply involved in our civil conflict, who has been criticized the world over, who has been sanctioned by the U.S. government. Denise is the person who has, in fact, for Jeremiah Kun to have won the elections in Nimba County 2020 senatorial elections, he was on the ticket of the MDR. He was backed by Prince Johnson. Prince Johnson has a questionable character. Prince Johnson is the one who pushed Jeremiah Kun, forward to Joseph Bwaka. Now this young man is telling me that he ain't got nothing to do with Jeremiah Kun.
That's a cause and just forget it.
Yeah. The country here, we need serious redemption. 077-105-100. 055-105-100 are the numbers to call. Let's hear you this morning. Good morning.
Good morning, Chief.
Good morning, boss.
My name is Abraham Jabi. I come from Magidi.
Okay.
Which part of Magibi are you calling from, Abraham?
Melody.
Okay, let's hear you.
You know, all the things you're saying on the air, Waka,
You know, our focus was actually Kumis this morning. I don't know how they yeah, go ahead, my
Go
brother.
ahead. You know, people always talk.
Mm-hmm.
The same year being that we're passing through.
Mm-hmm.
That we're sitting here with new people talk and look at the offer.
Hello? Okay, the man went up. I don't even understand him.
No, the man is saying, no one is saying that you people should leave from where you are.
Eh.
We are opting for a better Liberia. Whether people like it or not will say the fart. And it will hurt some people who speak the fart.
Yeah.
When it comes to the ruling establishment, we'll also say it.
Yeah.
Anyone will talk about that. Let's hear you.
Morning.
Yeah, good morning to ABC Family Radio and good morning to my fellow Liberians on Radio Land. This great morning. Thank you very much for your topic on the discussion. It's very interesting and fascinating.
The guy from the Oro, right?
But by the way, the introduction, I'm Alfonso A.S. Amara calling from District number 10 to be precise. And I joined the people this morning from a peaceful resident transformer community. I would like to speak of two issues, cardinal issue relating about our society matter.
My man, you can write it in and down, you ready to say?
What have to do with our sister that lost her life in the hotel? It's very frustrating.
No, now our discussion point, my brother.
Now our discussion we have.
Let me go to the issue of the damo.
No, we are not talking about the
Okay,
drama.
they may not
We
follow
had
me.
it on Friday.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, this is Julius Luke and I call from Broad Street.
Let's hear you, my brother.
Yeah, I want to thank you in the studio there, especially the both of you. But this is what I have to say. I'm a conservative when it comes to Nigerian politics. I do not support any political party. What I support is an idea.
Good.
Whenever a particular politician comes with a policy that has to do with the governance of the country, I look at it, and if it favors the national interest, I support it.
Good.
Okay. I over the past times, I supported the CPP for one fact. Everything they brought on the table at the time, it had to do with transparency and accountability. But at one point, when they took one of the own to court, who was
Alexander Cummings.
Alexander Cummings, I started to have fun with them because I felt that everything they said at the court would have been handled at the level of the party, of the respective parties. However, they took him to court, and then at the particular time, he was vindicated. The lead lawyer for them, who happened to be the Solicitor General at the time, was and then accused on many occasions for siding with.
Lay your thoughts now. We
Yeah,
have
you have to
others on
learn
the
now.
line.
Others are on the line quickly.
Yeah, so this is what I have to say.
Okay.
Over the weekend, we saw the social media was being pervaded by people accusing Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf for supporting, quote unquote, the CPP. As if to say she's not a Liberian citizen. Then you have another group of people accusing her for doing a lot of the wrong. But at the same time, these people who are accusing Madam Sirleaf are also accepting Liberia's most notorious, most reputable international crime war law, Prince Johnson.
That's
So
a
my
fact.
question is,
That's it.
where in this world will you accept the Prince Johnson representation, who is Jeremiah Cohen, and at the same time shy away from somebody who has led like Rock International English?
Okay. Thank you so much, my brother.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, that's the irony of our country, Denise. That is what we are confronted with, and we have to nip in the bud. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm Joe Moore, calling from Nikujo.
Okay.
There you go.
You know what happened? The journalist will not be bringing Prince Johnson scared. Prince Johnson is not the only warlord in this country.
But you agree in war law?
Of course.
Okay. And you agree that he aligning with Jeremiah Cohen?
They are in the same party.
Yeah, good. That's what I'm saying now. And they near each other?
In the same party.
Good. So, in your mind now, with that...
Wait.
Wait, now we're having conversation.
Why you think election commission give Prince Johnson 14 cars?
No. The election commission does not determine who is guilty or not. They're not election commission. We in the public are there to make the character of those who want to take state power. It is our responsibility.
Thank you very much. And remember, in the war crime, economic crime, people have said commission.
But you're not even agreeing to war crime. That economic crime you agree to.
That's the thing.
Who now agree?
You not agreeing. You asking me.
But you say we scaring the man now because he's not the only war law. The other war laws that in the country, I think somebody have shown remorse. You don't hear them talk the way Prince Johnson boast.
We agree.
But that's why we are saying do not award them with state power.
So why about the war crime? Oh, because the Prince Johnson supporting the man he's supporting. So then why are you asking me about whether he the only warlord? Why are you asking me if he's the only warlord?
Because we always focus on him as well when we talk about him because he has a dent on his character. The scene where we can talk about corruption is the scene where we talk about Senator Prince Johnson. Whether whosoever like it or not.
Okay, when we start prosecuting those who kill people, then when I get economic criminals. Thank you. All right. No, nobody's stopping anything.
Nobody's stopping anything from holding. We just speak the fact, that's all.
What kind of power I get to stop him from holding? Good morning. Good
morning.
That means some Farmington declare. That means some CPP agreement. Good morning, my brother.
Well, you see, something like this are not realizing. And they continue to say that you, the journalists, are the ones that pushing for Walker Code with Prince Johnson. It was Honorable Walker and the entire Unity Party said that Mr. Johnson should not be the kind of character around any president. Any president for that matter. In fact, since the Americans have sanctioned him, no one should do business with him. And that woman, what the Unity Party were pushing about the old man is that he has wisdom. He's a man of wisdom, integrity, and he uses it wisely to the extent that he makes no mistakes. Only to find out at the last hour, after celebrating with Yombi in the channel, it was the first time I ever heard that somebody petitioned a vice running it. It was Yombi and Bweka happily accepted the basketball and said, oh yes, he wore the number 9, Yombi wore the number 6 jersey. And he accepted Yombi by searching the Messi. He's there in his
striker position.
So all of these things, they seem to forget about it and try to blame other people. The old man, he's the kind of man, he's like, the wisdom they talk about, I get to see you. Because when he controlled the Unity Party, the headquarters was taken away from them. He played no way to put that thing on cover. It came to the public. Can you imagine a whole political party, people taking your D and telling you, say, leave when they play not for you. To the public.
Okay, we have to leave it there. Thank you so much, my brother. Thank you. We have to leave it there. We have to take more calls. 0777-105-100 at 9:30. Denise, we transition to something else. Good morning. Sorry, that's not your fault. Man fault. All right, let's take this person here. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Yes, sir.
This is Bob Foreman. Yeah, I heard you and your other guests or panelists. People are keep checking on this President Condenser Jeremiah. Do you also know that former President Taylor is in jail for 50 years when he committed Liberia and Sierra Leone?
In Sierra Leone, not in Liberia.
Yeah, okay, I agree. He was there when he went to our honor session and Yowea took off. Okay, so what Condenser today?
Explain to me.
Yeah. Do you think Bafana can perform the sitting president that Jeremiah will go to the Human Pokai?
So, do you also understand that the vice president is a president in waiting?
Yeah.
Huh?
Qualified.
What?
He is.
So, do you also understand? Do you also understand that George Weah and the CDC ticket was criticized in 2017? Do you also know that?
Yeah, the same person.
Okay, good. So what makes it hello?
What makes it
What
wrong
makes
now
it wrong
to
now for us to
criticize
criticize
the
it now?
Unity Party?
You are criticizing what is fact.
Which
where
one is
you
not
wanna come
fact?
from now?
Yeah, this is the fact. You are saying company that are warlord, so the vice president warlord. But
Oh.
honorable law president transferable. Honorable constitution.
Association.
We said Prince Johnson is the de facto running mate. Whether you like it or not, that's it.
My man, we get plenty of sins, yeah?
I know you're coming out because
No, we're not
We're not
cutting
cutting you off.
You
We're
were trying
just
to
telling
think
you.
anything you'll be calling supporting coming, you'll be finished.
What happened? What did make it finish?
I just let Librarian Poe can sit
Huh?
down.
No. It doesn't
Whether he
matter what
win
I'm
or
coming
not,
and
we are not here for that.
That make it. Tell me. No, tell me why, Babasa. Look at if you know how the Basa people very what I say you're not told that thing. Bye bye, my brother. Okay, let's take another person. Good morning.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Number.
Long time I was saying
I'm doing good.
You know how long? How long for you?
sometimes I understand when you put a question to them. You know, the Liberia can only think one way. They don't know the uncleanness of the Liberty Party against UP.
No, he said.
I'm a founding member of the Liberty Party since 2005. I didn't second the president that I'm not yet decided for anybody. I only vote for senator, and I love the party, I'm supporting the party, I'm standing every day. I got platform like bigger than any platform. I can call that platform now. But I told them the mistake what I made that is end a political career for presidency. I told them, and so when I just making noise, they don't understand how it works. For Boaka business, our party went into division. They helped us. We fought to everything. You report or next on the traffic bowl, keep the girl on us. That member Baza, you understand the way the party with district you on. Many of them knows what a political career is.
Okay, my brother. Thank you. Thank you.
The man comes over for you. Uno political leader.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you. But here is it, Dennis.
Yeah.
In 2017, Joseph Boakai refused to. I mean, they want to play the part. I mean, politics now the way they want to play. In 2017, Weston Finlay was poised to become the running mate to Boakai. Boakai kicked Weston Finlay once. He kicked Weston Finlay once. The Bassa people not talk. They were Vezo, but they not talk. They say, okay, let's go ahead with the election. In 2017 again, they kicked a Basolian daughter, Nyomli Kanga Lawrence. You think they put in Grand Basso County, they put in River D, they put in River Cess. They will not be angry with Joseph Boakai. They put in Grand Basso, they will not be angry with Joseph Boakai. And you think Joseph Boakai will just go and win like that? Just got to think, then you're talking about a whole political. The people of Basso are angry. Look, when it reaches the time for that conversation, we expand on it here. So you start rushing things. We were not saying that Unity Party will be disintegrated and Nyomli Kanga Lawrence will go as running mate to Alexander Cummings because of the way she was treated. And when she's doing so, quite legitimately, she is right because she was badly treated by the Unity Party standard bearer Joseph Boakai because she was seen as that person who are going to go well. Forget about the cost. Let's deal with Nyomli. I mean, she was maltreated. And so you think she will be happy to go support? Then we hear him say, oh, they say the woman will go support him because she will be pro-10. Huh? Pro-10? The one who are having conversation on. You push me once.
Limiting a person like that, it is not.
Yeah.
Limiting the person, you know, the person has a
The
constituent.
capacity.
Yeah.
You get a
The
constituent.
man is not the woman is not like Costa. For Costa, he's a political commentator and trying to have his, share as well. But you cannot compare Yombly with Costa. Say, oh, they said they were supporting the pape and they want controlling
a
people.
black politician and say supporting that free supporting.
So it's a decision which way she wants to go. It is a decision.
Nah, they scary. They say talking about BNP. Then you not let the former vice president.
And why are they crying wolf? If there's no strength, in Yombly and the other side they have ANC that she wants to. Let's hear you.
Yes, my brother.
Sorry, probably actually, and I actually returned, but I would like to answer your question so I can move on.
You finished finding the answer to my question?
As soon as you cut it up, I was about to answer your question.
No.
You cut it up, I'll call you before I know it, and so I'll call you again.
So how I know who calling me now? So
The
how
number is
answer
not
that?
safe. There are a lot of numbers coming in.
And I'll also give my own answer, my question to you, and you will answer it.
No, no.
Actually, what is an integrity, right?
No, I say what is an integrity. I say what is integrity.
Okay. It is an undivided, unbroken, completeness, or totally we are.
So you gonna? I don't think this is necessary for and there are others who want to participate on the program.
Let me finish. Me, I let people to do their own thing publicly. Go ahead.
Undivided, right? Unbroken, completeness, or totally nothing.
So I don't wait for
Nothing get nothing to do with. But man, look for the. You see, okay. Let me. Let's go back to the phone line. I want to teach the man how to find word. It has to be in relation to the subject matter. You don't just find definition for words. All right. When you say something, you want to define a word. You relate it to the situation that you're talking about. Don't go find different thing. You're talking about better, but then you go to plenty minute. Morning. Good morning. Mm-hmm. What have been confusing you, eh?
Yeah, they were confused, but they can't confuse us. So I called purposely because of one of the issues that came from your correspondent from Linda Hunter.
No. We don't want to talk about that. It's graphic. The graphic is too bad. So.
I just want to recognize.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you have that, I went to the Marines. I went to a dress house, I booked a room, and the room there, when I go all the time around, it was very partner. And there, I had to work to do about 7 o'clock in the morning. I left I was leaving when I get up about 3:30. So she ordered to that dress house, called me and said, I can't get outside on the see the family and carry in the room. See my family together, or when she stays with me, so they can know that she stays with me.
That's a good one.
That's good. Yes. You're right. Yeah. That's true. You talk. I think it's okay. All of them will come outside together. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you. You're right. Thank you, my brother.
Some other people can slip away, so don't you do bad things.
Yeah. Morning.
Hello?
Yeah?
Yeah, I was speaking.
No, we have others on the line, please. That gives chance to them.
077-105-100, 055-105-100. 2 more minutes, and then we transition into something else. Good morning.
Good morning again to ABC family. This is a first come I wanted to discuss.
We have.
Let me strictly go to the topic on the discussion this morning.
Yeah.
We have others on the line quickly.
You see, the problem of our society is caused by our leaders, more especially our legislators.
The thing we're talking ain't got nothing to do with legislator, man. You start confusing all. Yeah, I see in the man. Yeah, you just confusing all. Yeah. 077-105-100. The lines are on, and you keep bringing all way. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, sir.
Let me tell you something. Anyway, this is Jerry Taylor. I'm calling you from Canada.
Jerry.
You see, when you have Spring Johnson before, you never complain.
Who they now?
They're talking about the CDC government.
Well, who the CDC government?
When you have...
Who's the CDC?
Let's provide our clarity.
Just be right now. we are doing our work here and we'll say it whether you like it or not. When the CDC aligned with Prince Johnson and the MPP, they were criticized.
To vote for, we are already set to vote for the woman. I can't any politics you bring.
No, but listen, hello, my
So
brother.
you want for us to be singing praises to everybody?
My brother.
To ourselves,
Yeah.
if you're president, nobody will, one person cannot control you. You have your right. You know how you run your country. Joe Biden has already tell us how you run the country. So
That all.
influence you're talking about, listen, you talking now. Let me
Yeah, but don't bring all the
I don't want us to provide that clarity
So don't
first
call
before
us
we go forward.
CDC.
Sorry. Hello. I don't like to make the radio noisy. There are a lot of people listening to the radio, and they must listen to us one at a time. So please wait. I want you to please retract your statement. We are here as professionals. We are not aligning with any political party. Just to make you know, the day I Fidel Sadi, hello. Just wait small. No, this is not banner. You don't even know the station you're calling. The day I Fidel Sadi decides that I'm supporting a particular candidate, I will make it known. I will not hide, and I will take my line. I will take it so that the first thing I'm gonna let you know, I will not hide behind anything.
Yeah, but you are seeing that because you know when every human being, every Liberian, majority of the journalists, you have different people that are backing.
So the first thing is.
So why you do sometimes?
And all the talk we talk, we even mention CDC or personal. We are talking ANC and Unity Party and Liberty Party issues.
If you are a supporter of CDC, because number one, is banner the show. And I will not call and say so.
Okay, go
ahead.
Make
your favor, so you won't talk. So go ahead, talk.
Make a point now, Chief. Sorry, make a point.
Yeah, okay. What I'm trying to tell you to, Liberian, I already know that this country have been running with Manasari, the CDC government, and the mayor coming. So we can be facing problems in the country, and we notice that as the only mayor will redeem us, then somebody will go there and tell or say, oh no, they may take this person.
Thank you. Like I think we at 8:30 now.
Took Joel Howard Taylor.
9:30.
And I see things.
Okay.
We're not doing this thing, but we'll make sure that we vote for women. We already set
Okay.
Our card is prepared to vote for him.
Okay, my brother.
The highest thing we just want to see, even in a wheelchair, we'll put him there.
Thank
We'll
you.
just say what we have to say as well.
Thank you very much. All right. So here is the point, Dennis, and it's important that we provide this clarity. The job we do here is more like a blind man job, right? Sorry to say, visually impaired. We don't see anybody in the line of our duties. It's just to speak about the issues.
Who told you they don't know?
They know,
but because it's not in their favor.
If we criticize the person you support, look, I have no problem with people, objecting to whatever I see. In fact, that's the essence of us opening the phone lines for you to call. They're not to agree with all. Because we will learn from you, provided if you are able to educate us. All right? Like anybody should. So, if we say something here that not in your favor, it not mean say we against your candidate. No. My work is not to please anybody. My work is to ensure that the right thing is done. If there are individuals who are involved with something that I believe is injuring to the state, I must put it out there. Nyomli is disenchanted. I have to state her disenchantment. I have to say reason why she may not support or she will support this particular person. Does that in any way mean that I don't like the person? And there's one thing Liberian forgetting, Dennis. They're starting again. Liberian men can say that the person will redeem us. We have no damn redeemer. We have people who occupy positions, and often these people occupy these positions to their own benefit. You know why people get frustrated? It's because they have this high expectations. And you hear from them, that the men are a redeemer. So if Joseph Boakai becomes president tomorrow, for example now, let me get an example I'm giving. For example now, he becomes president tomorrow, and he do nothing for the man in the first 3 months. Where the man will start feeling? He will start feeling bad. The next thing he start crying, let's change him. That is the problem with us Liberians. We have this high expectation about politicians to the extent that we forget ourselves and we get lost in the wind. That is what happened. So now, but the para government can they're not doing nothing, and then he's there. Oh, let's change that. Let's change that. Disenchanted this, disenchanted that. Leave a small space there for disappointment, papi. Because in politician, there lies disappointment. Then let's transition.
Yeah.
Let's transition. I know the calls keep coming. We can mind. We have to go to another thing. So on Friday, was it Friday? No, Thursday. On Thursday, the Monrovia City Corporation, through the lawyer of Mayor Jefferson Koji, called a press conference with Mayor Jefferson Koji. In that press conference, and basically the essence of that press conference was to reveal to the Liberian people what they believe is a concocted plan by some members of Liberians, some Liberians outside of Liberia, who, according to them, had carved this plan against the Monrovia City mayor. And there are several individuals who were in the recording. And according to them, this plan was intended to link Major Jefferson Koji to a band of issues that have occurred in Liberia. And one of such case of latest is the issue with the attack on the home of former Chief Justice Gloria Musu Scott. According to Jerome Verdier, then, in fact, that sparked the controversy. Jefferson Koji was the one who headlined this attack through Valley Tele, who is believed to be I'm told is an employee of the MCC. And so that press conference was held, and there are recordings that were released by the MCC with voices believed to be individuals including Stanton Witherspoon, Jerome Verdier, Sheikh Sakor, Eugene Fagon, Alex Williams, who used to work with religious, okay, and who else again? Soko Sako Jr. Yes, and someone else again. One more person. Those are individuals who are believed to be a part of this quote-unquote concocted plan. Cartel. And setup. So, according to Johnson, what's his name? Arthur Johnson, Councillor Arthur Johnson, Verdier and his, in this thing is quoted here, Verdier and his alleged co-conspirators' key intent as per the recording is to have the WIA-led government destabilized, creating fear and pandemonium and a gloomy outlook of the country on the global scene. All right, that's what Arthur Johnson said at the press conference. Now, we've listened to these recordings, and
they said Gallo. You
yeah,
to get in
good
the,
Gallo,
the
Thomas
police,
Gowo,
yeah, Gowo.
Gowo, Thomas Gowo, who is the police director at MCC, the man who was suspended on multiple occasions by the city mayor.
Yeah.
Now, we listened to these recordings, and we're able to establish links, different links. What is important to be said here is that these people on that recording were in contact with Gowo prior to his departure to the States. That is what we found out from that recording. Because, in fact, they were the ones who arranged the visa for Gowo, as indicated in that recording. So, the plan was, and again, it is because of the pattern of the recording we've listened to, and that's how we able to, put all the jigsaws together. Thomas Gowo promised them that, look, I have, based on the inquiry they make from him, apparently they are asking, do you have anything on Jefferson Koji?
Yeah.
And he said, yes, I do. They said, we can prepare a visa for you, right? That will bring you to the States, all right? And so you can provide these pieces of information to us.
And seek asylum.
And seek asylum. So the exchange for asylum and the provision of the information was the deal. Thomas Gallo consented. Now, from all indication, he may have told the current mayor, Jefferson Koji, that, look, these guys have gotten in contact with me. they want me to do this because it's an issue of allegiance and loyalty. So apparently he had this strong loyalty to Jefferson Koji. And so he agreed. Maybe based on the consent of Jefferson Koji, say, hey, go there. Good. It's a way for us to even get facts on them and why they are concocting this plan. So Gao goes to the United States. He's given a visa. What's the name of the visa again? You were able to get it?
Some acting or
something of that nature. Yeah. And we wanted to find out the nature of that particular kind of visa. Under what condition you can travel for that visa. But again, our investigation is still ongoing because we'll be here tomorrow. The recordings are very long. We are just putting the jigsaws together for you. So Gao went to the States. When Gao went to the States, the first thing he was told was that, look, guy, according to Sheikh Sakor in that recording, Gao needed to leave from where he was, all right, and get closer to him in Philly. Gao was in
Philly.
No, his initial spot was in I think Texas.
Okay.
All right, and he had to move to Philly to get close to Sheikh because they wanted this plan to be executed. I mean, as quickly as possible, according to the recording. So Gao moved to Philly, but Gao was complaining about the place he was in. It was not good, and the issue of food. But now, the first plan was, again, all of what I'm saying is from this recording. Jerome Verdier drafted the letter of resignation for Gao. And the intent of that letter of resignation was to begin the process of Gao explaining to Spoon Talk, because he would have appeared on that platform, to state exactly what he knows regarding the attack on the home of
Musu.
the former Chief Justice.
Yeah.
He was stated clearly what he knows. And so Gao said, okay, I agree, you draft the letter. So Councillor Jerome Verdier drafted the letter. The letter was awaiting the signature of Thomas Gao. But Thomas Gao had an issue.
Yeah.
His issue was his family.
Yeah.
He said, my family cannot be in Liberia and I resign. No, my family can be there.
And I come public.
And I come public again. No, I can't agree. So we need to arrange for my family to leave Liberia and go to another country. Then I can sign the letter. He had an issue with signing the letter. And besides my family moving out of Liberia, they had another issue. And that issue was, where does his family go? So they said Sierra Leone. Yes, no. Thomas said no. I can't allow my family to go there.
It's the same as Liberia.
It's the same as Liberia.
Not even Ghana.
Not even Ghana. My family can be easily, traced.
Yeah.
And they could be harmed. Now Sheikh said, my boy, what play my part of family here? My family stay in Liberia. Why are you rushing for your family to be out of Liberia? Now Thomas considered that as one of those things that he saw as a threat, and maybe a deviance from their initial agreement.
And he said that we are not the same.
Yeah.
Our case,
our case is different. So you can't see your own and compare it with my own.
Yeah.
So let my family leave. So there was an agreement. Now they had an issue with raising the money. Who did they think could give them that money? That was Stanton Witherspoon. And according to Eugene Fagon in that recording, Stanton Witherspoon had promised to give the first $5,000. But Stanton too had an apprehension. According to Stanton, people not doing plenty before.
Yeah.
And he not want nobody to do me again. So the prerequisite for giving that money now for Kao to sign the paper. Now, at this point, in my mind, there are two things. Had Koji not giving him authorization to have left Liberia, or giving the go ahead, say go and get facts on these guys, it would have been the point at which he too realized that, hey, I need to check my break. Before they got in, they can't play me.
Yeah.
So he checked his break. And he was playing safe because he needed to make sure that that money was transferred to his family and that his family moved. Whether under pretext he was doing that or under any kind of legitimate claim, but he seemed very fixated on ensuring that his family left the country. Now, Stanton was not clear in giving the man, and so they had this little hitch up. Now, Kao had to get in contact with other people, Soko Sako Jr., who in this case, from the clip, advised Gao appropriately to be smart. That look, my man, you in America.
Yeah.
If these people are not willing to go according to your terms and conditions,
no need
don't
for you
agree.
to come public.
Yeah, don't come public. You can go.
You can
Make sure
survive.
they are able to do what you requesting them to do.
Yeah.
That was the plan. Now, who else start asking Gao? So what play you put it in and won't send somebody for the document? Because the Gao said he had.
There was a female, even a female in that working with Jerome Freddie.
Good. That's his. I'm told his wife.
Okay.
So Gao said, I got it in my hall. In one suitcase in my hall. Now these guys were still requesting that Gao allow somebody to go to the house.
Yeah,
but Gao said, I don't know the person. Yeah. How go say somebody to my hall and I don't know the person? So you realize that Gao was playing smart on this guy and biding time.
Yeah.
He was actually
And
biding
he was
time.
also, I realized that he was also using the situation to have them speak out
more.
more. Yeah, like the issue with Alex Williams.
Yes.
Alex kept talking.
Yeah.
And why he went vocal on the radio because he wanted to seek asylum.
Good.
So he needed to have come all on the spoon talk
Uh-huh.
so they can have evidence that yes, indeed, he's
he's
being
really
after or
venerating.
something like that.
So that's it. So that guy needed to talk. They needed to carry you on spoon talk
Yeah.
for him to talk all the things that he know.
And so that Staton can be the first to break the news.
To break the news.
Yeah.
That's a credibility issue. And that's how people gain stardom in journalism.
Yeah.
All right. So he had benefited. Stanton had benefited. And that was being the man who breaks the news, and gives it out to the public. And they would have even had the letter. And maybe by the time I sound the letter, just give it to my Pekingji, she posted. That would have been an issue of breaking news. Now, our man Gao, he didn't want anything to be on him. So again, Dennis, there are two things that I realized here. Either Gao consented to go to the States and to actually do this, but thought no. Or he went on the state based on the conversation he had with these people. He kept the mayor updated, and the mayor said, you know what, go there, let's gather more evidence on them.
Yeah.
Those are the two scenarios I'm looking at. But whichever way, he was able to gather enough information and how these things are done. Now, it also gives him an impression that people are given asylum based on the stories that they provide, whether true or not. They'll be able to give some kind of horrifying story that makes it, compulsory for you to get asylum. So people can get asylum based on these different scenarios. So they were trying to give Gao asylum in exchange for giving out his boss, Jefferson Koji. Dennis?
Yeah, and like you said, the entire thing is kind of tricky, right? Because when you listen to the recording and the way Gao, who happens to be the director of police, I think, or what at the MCC, the way in which he was interacting with those who he spoke with, you could realize that someone who wants to get information, that wants to know exactly how, everything is being done. Because
and I'm not cutting you off, Dennis. At a certain point in time, Sheikh Sako noticed it. He said, "My picking, I can't talk on the phone."
Yeah. He said, "Where are you?"
Where are you?
He said, I'm in the room. He said, "Get outside."
He said, "Get outside."
He said, "No, the place is
The
cool.
place is cool.
So I can't get outside."
Smart.
Yeah. So he said, my man, I won't be talking with you on the phone.
Yeah.
Like, I want to meet you so we can talk.
And at a certain point too, Stanton said, "If you want what, record me." Stanton said it. Yeah. If you want, I know people might be recording as we go on, and definitely so somebody was recording.
Yeah.
Thomas was recording.
And he was kind of acting smart, When they talk, he won't talk, but he'll just pick him off and say, "Yeah, who that other person, and who the person, and who that person."
Why
so,
didn't they notice this?
Yes, and at some point in time, he'll be acting like he's sleeping or something, and he say, "Oh, my tooth hurting me," and the tooth, and they ask him.
That's diversionary tactics.
And I was a bit kind of surprised when he was in conversation with Jerome, and Jerome said, "I've been doing it thing for quite a long time. I've been helping people to seek asylum, and I was the chairman for the TRC or something like that." And he said, "Oh, for true?" And he was like, he's not aware. And Jeremy said, yes, so like he has been, was actually asking or doing that to get more information. So like you said, apparently he went there like to reveal things that he might know that his boss is involved with. Perhaps Koji is involved with a lot of things, or perhaps he wanted to use that Koji sent him, then to use that to know that yes, indeed, I've been telling the people that Jerome Verdier is after me, and they are planning these things, and I will send somebody who will, come up with the fact. So you realize that he was recording. He kept asking, about some of those who work with the MCC, whether they are part of that. They are part of that whole cartel or something like that, because they made mention one Barry Mohammed, and he said, oh, he's part as well. So he keep asking questions that will make them to expand on whatsoever thing they are discussing, to say yes, this person is like this. And like Alex Williams, he was able to reveal those things, talk about it, and how so it shows that at one point in time, perhaps he was on a mission, and he was there to ensure that they uncover these things. He said, oh, I'm not even in contact with my boss, man. He blocked me and thing. And they will tell you, say, yeah, and when I come out with the thing I will tell, and the whole country will be on fire and this and that. So, but he was like, I have to have my family have to leave from the country and all of that. And so, like you said.
So that delay, Denise, all those delays were intended for him to gather more information.
Yeah.
And it's unfortunate that, these guys fell in his dragnet. But I can say for sure that he gathered sufficient information. And, the message, the 1,000 again, the 4,000 usually on it. But let's see. We play these recordings in no official pattern. But according to the story we explained, at least for you to have an idea, we will not play the recordings in their entirety because some of them are very long. Just to give you a gist of, very long. We have 12 recordings here, and every day we endeavor to play at least one or two short so you can understand. Except we can, do some editing and go to the main points which I intended us to do. But let's hear it from this end.
Yes, sir.
What's up?
Okay, go ahead, precious. My teeth gives me help.
That you just go on the line.
Sorry about that. I'm going to put stand on the phone.
Okay.
We'll work something out.
Okay.
Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, you there?
Yes, sir, Chief. Yeah, Chief.
Yeah, you there?
Now, if you're in a public, if you're getting up, please notify us if you're getting the recording clear. Please.
I got Tom on the phone. On the line. Tom.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Tyler, what's up?
I'm okay, Chief.
And I was in bed when you called, my man.
I'm so
I
sorry.
had to text you. It's okay. Whenever you call, I text you. I have to a place that I can't answer.
Yeah, I'm used to your time now. I'm so sorry.
Sure, what you were telling. When you get no food to eat and all the stores closed, you'll get used to the time.
Now, what happened in the meal?
How's your end, man?
It's not easy. The teeth gives me hard on the teeth gives me hard.
Your what?
My tooth. You know the tooth been hurting when I was back home?
Yeah,
after the
So okay, let's take another one here.
Yes, sir.
What's up?
Okay, that's the same thing.
How you doing? Okay, man, not bad. We can't go.
Okay, this is Jerome Verdier.
Comes with low.
Oh, hello?
Yeah, maybe on my phone calling me.
This is Jerome Verdier. Maybe you can send me a message or send Denise a message if it's clear as it should.
I see the phone. I got it adjusted to the. Okay.
I saw the. Yeah, I saw the message you sent me on WhatsApp.
Yeah.
When the guy will be, is it the guy coming from DC, right?
Yeah, he's coming from DC. He'll be here by 2 o'clock tomorrow.
Oh, that tomorrow time you're talking about, right?
Yeah, not today.
Where are you going?
Today's Friday, yeah?
Yeah.
We'll call you when he comes.
Okay.
Okay.
They say it's clear.
It's clear, okay.
Thank you.
Across the bridge, we'll call you.
Okay.
Yeah. You're meeting, we'll try to meet you. You want to meet you. It's an official in DC.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Official in DC.
In May. We'll have a meeting there. everything okay, maybe we'll go together. So you can meet some people.
Who, he or me?
I said, if everything's okay, maybe when I go in, me and you will go so you can meet some people.
Oh, yeah, okay. Good, that's not a problem.
Give me, I'll go in there.
Oh, okay.
Make me pacifying.
Yeah, man, what to do? You should have wear her everything.
I'm okay, man.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm good. Okay. I relax with you people. I'm okay. Not like before.
Okay. I'm monitoring the broadcast program.
Oh.
After it, I will call you so we can do.
Sorry that this was recent stuff.
A recent recording. But the man.
What day? Show up today.
The work consecration my house. I know my prayer person.
Yeah. I see. So my man will call my brother will calling her up and down. I said, no, don't do it. Just call by 12. You're staying here for you. She ready, she will call you. She said she will be busy.
Okay, so Jerome has his brother in Liberia who does the coordination. And guess what? Dennis, in this recording as well, we also know that there's a pastor who does.
Who works along with them. And because it was the same pastor that should have gone to his house to pick up the briefcase from the wife and all of that. So too many things.
Yeah, Dennis, we play this recording. We try to our guys will fix it up, and fix it up doesn't mean we would doctor it. No. To place it at specific points where we can get the information that we need. That's all. To put out. We don't because it's long. You don't want to play the recording in its entirety. You just extract.
And at certain point in the recording, Alex was trying to convince Gao that the people have a lot of things on your boss man. Even the people were monitoring since the former Chief Justice raised the alarm. They had their stuff set at our house, so they know everything that went on. They know that how you call him or Koji is involved and what have you. So he asked, who the people? He said the embassy now. So there are a lot of things. There are a lot of things.
We don't know whether the embassy is involved or what have you. But that's it. We have a few minutes to go. Let's take few calls right here this morning. 0777-105-100, 0555-105-100. Tomorrow we will expand on that audio. Try to play it at a level where we create a connection as the sequence of events unfolded in the recording. All right, 0777-105-100, 0555-105-100. Let's hear you this morning on that. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, this is Eric. I'm calling from Buchanan City.
Let's hear you.
Buchanan.
How are you listening to us?
Right now we are based in China in Baka because.
No. We're not talking this in China in Baka. How are you listening to us?
Oh, clear.
Now what? Through radio?
Or the internet?
Yeah, radio.
Okay, that's good. Let's hear you.
I'm on Thomas Street.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
You listen to the recording?
Yeah, the recording. I listened to it. It was clear. I sent you people message.
Okay, that's good. Now, what's your take?
I take the people playing game in the whole country now. We know where we're heading to. People just dying. We know what happened. People selling drugs. Don't pay people doing street selling. We don't know what the political leaders they are doing in this country.
Okay, my brother. Thank you so much from Buchanan City. Good morning.
Oh.
Good morning. Yes, good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Good morning to ATC Radio 7. Good morning, Kevin. And good morning to my incoming Senator, Marasejo Toro Kokwe.
So this is Fidel and Dennis. Hello?
My man, the man you know who I'm calling. My man, look at the radio station go before you call that door. Yeah, you don't be confusing us here. Morning.
Good morning.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
How you doing?
We're doing good.
I know you speaking to Prince Kojo Davis.
Okay.
On the historic city of Addington.
Okay, welcome. How is Addington, by the way?
My man, Addington is okay about fighting there. The political season, are contesting, so it's not something easy. We're moving all over.
Oh, congratulations.
Okay, thank you, Fidel.
Let's hear you, my brother.
My man, I listening to the recording, I'm just saying I am laughing. The guys, they are not smart. The guys are trained. When you train security officer, whenever you communicating with me on the phone, when you recording me, definitely I will know. Because the conversation on the phone should be interactive, right?
Yeah.
And when I'm speaking to you on the phone and you only remain silent and are doing the talking, definitely I know that something going on. But the guy goes sit down in America there, they see that they are more educated than us on the side. So many days we will use them and we will bring them to the public to disgrace them.
Okay.
So that what happened? That what happened really?
All right. Thank you. Let's take another person. Good morning. Good morning. Hello? Okay. This person seems not ready. Let's take another person who's prepared. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes,
Good morning.
This is Darlington Self-Archie. I'm calling from several socials allowed to against the lecture of McDonald Street.
Okay.
Okay. The balance listens with all this recording because I've monitored the show that time. And Thomas, when I had given some revelation, he was asked to meet a jealous coaching major. And lo, I had got a place there, Jamaic Johnson. And after they hang up the call, he received a call from one of the top three in the EPS. Taking all that, he will be assassinated if he goes alone. And when that call will hang up, another call from the NSA. So the thing is this, to balance it, if he had been, maybe he was trying to trap those who wanted to get intel on Jefferson coaching the major. Why would he be saying such a thing about the mayor? It is not to prove to the people that maybe he against the mayor, or he was just saying it because he needed the political asylum as we all seeking this to be.
Okay, but we've not had the privilege of listening to that other recording. So, I mean, I've gotten in contact with individuals who are in this first recording, and all they could say was I should listen to their network, and they would. I mean, but I think I need it by myself. Okay. Okay.
Even also there was photo of a guy who carried arms, and then later on said that it was told that Spartacus was the only person that had over 20 persons in the city police carrying firearms.
Okay. We'll listen. We'll find that recording as well and see whether we can play here. So, yeah. Okay. Thank you so much. Well, Dennis, by the way, just to inform the public, I got in contact with Stanton. We had a conversation, and he told me, Fidel, listen to our show. And I think I have to have it in my possession instead of just listening to the show, because I have to also form my opinion on it before coming to the public. And I think I owe it to our listeners. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yep.
I'm calling for this thing this is going to do too. I listen to the recording very well. It is time I'm going to be able to wake up. So we don't want to work in the country.
Okay.
The security sector have to see reason. Even though the justice ministry have to rent the American MSA, how do people get in a visa to that? They get in a visa but to the American MSA.
Okay.
They bring a security threat to the country, and this have been calling on the president for him to open up FBI and that on the Ministry of National Security. Who they to do and take and just track down criminals.
Okay.
FBI can go strictly and go and deal with FBI with track down.
Okay. Okay. So my brother Elijah Simpson said it was not posted by Spoon. It was been in the public. But no, I mean the one that they said
he revealed some.
Yeah, he revealed some. I mean, he also revealed some damaging about Jefferson Koji. I also want to have that recording because I have not heard it. I have not seen anything of that sort. So it is of interest to me. I need it. So anyone who has it can send it to our numbers. I mean, a WhatsApp or Messenger. Good morning.
Well, yes, you know that.
Just say your name first, please. Okay, go ahead, my brother.
Yeah, this stand-up guy, you know, he's just another kind of a blackmailer. He's a serious blackmailer to our country.
Why would you say that?
It is true. It is true. All these things that are happening.
But Stanton was just trying to provide assistance to somebody who needed help, according to him.
You saw what happened when he came here. That our president.
So when you meet the president, you meet blackmailer?
No, you saw what happened when he met the president.
What happened?
He left and went to a man's house. He saw what he was doing.
What he was doing?
When he got back to the man's house, he started to even go after Samuel 12.
No, he was criticizing them like anyone would do.
That is not criticism.
What is criticism?
When you when you are specialist citizen, like
Uh-huh.
what you're doing now, you found a way out. Into what you're doing now, you are looking to see as to whether this guy actually was going against his boss to blackmail or to implicate his boss or something that he knows about, or it was people who were pushing him to say these things in order to attack his boss. So you saw that.
So what's the difference between what I'm doing and what Stanton is doing?
Getting information. So that is exactly. Stanton is in the same recording that telling the man you give him 5,000. Why would you want to give somebody 5,000 to give you information which is no, it is not true, and you're making it to appear like it is true?
No, how Stanton knows it's not true?
Because the man that putting the G, who was the counselor, and you heard what the counselor said.
What did he say?
Yeah, the counselor actually said that this guy, he had been doing these things for people, getting people out of the country and talking evil about the government.
And providing information to him. That's what he feeds on.
He wants the information so that the government can come down. So you know what he's trying to do to us here, he has no investment in this country, so you want to kill this country so that people who invest in here can lose everything they do. That's what he's fighting for.
Okay, my brother.
Okay, thank you. No time. We have to take orders.
Thank you. Okay, my brother. All right. Stanton has Spoon Network here. Thank you. He has Spoon Network, an entire media empire, so he has a stake here.
6 minutes our time.
Yeah. Good morning. The Morning. Morning.
Good morning to you.
Yes, sir.
Good morning to you, Fidel. Good morning to Dennis Nixon.
Yeah, good morning. Thank you.
For the recognition, I'm Poker Robert. And I join you from a comfortable resident on the capital Barbados. Fidel, it is not about Chicago. I see you actually, definitely, it is part of your duty that you have to play the devil advocate. But also have to be very, very, go to the point for not the hammer on the day to where it belongs. This is not Chicago. What Stanton and his guys are doing, they have the propensity to all of the deeds, and also have the propensity to instigate violence. You are the fear, I'm telling you. What Stanton and his guys are doing, not the first time. When you listen to the recordings, when you listen to the recordings, you will be hearing that this is how your man or where he lives or later get here, that how your other men then getting here. So just be careful was. The key is clear. The people, they are demanding, okay, you claim to be a humanitarian. Everybody say you are humanitarian and you claim to be a humanitarian. But why should you force somebody, demand somebody to do something before you even show your humanitarian work?
Okay.
They just see the motive of the people.
So,
we are saying,
yeah.
Conclude.
Stanton and a man have to stop this. What Stanton and a man doing, he have to propensity to instigate violence. And we are saying this very clear for this. Stanton and a man, they always put the people on the track. So why you want to pay somebody 10,000 to pay everything on Koji? What Koji has done to you? What Koji has done to you? You want to pay somebody 10,000 to lie on Koji name?
Okay, Poker.
Thank you, Poker. Thank you. No, you finish concluding now. All right, thank you, Poker. Thank you. The message will meet the government. Let's make use of the next 2 minutes. Good morning.
Good morning, Kevin.
Hey, my name
This
is
is not
Fidel.
Kelvin,
If you
this is
pay
not
attention,
Frank.
this is
ABC Radio.
You are very well, man. Incoming senator in studio. I want to comment for elaboration.
Why
not
did you say
trouble
that
here.
we get in studio here again?
Madam, the don't when I in studio.
My man, but you say you
This
listen
is
to
ABC Radio, please.
Oh, yeah, my man, you can make people hear. Let me hear now. You making my whole hear to me now. Dennis, we gotta go here.
We have to go because the way coming now.
The mail called David. You listen to we say ABC Radio. You say, oh, okay. They say the person in studio. So do what here. This time, we know how much our whole mission here is to provide, analysis of all the events that are happening in our country. That studio guesting somebody can and talk plenty. No. Ourselves will be talking now. Thank God gave us energy to talk. Dennis, we have to go.
Sure, we have to go to be back on tomorrow for another informative and fascinating edition of the program. And like we said, we owe it to do the ABC here, what journalists call for, and we're going to do that. Whether you like it or not, we're going to speak you to power. Fidel.
That's what we love doing. And God just give me extra strength. Anytime I ready to talk Baba thing, God can just give me that extra thing to talk Baba thing. And it will help people, but That's my responsibility now. It almost like that you don't want supposed to take the copper from the fire.
Yeah.
Then you standing there because you say when I take the copper from the fire, the heat will tell somebody. So I take the copper from there. I mean the part from the copper.
Yeah.
Yeah. The part on the copper that you supposed to move it from
fire.
there and put on the ground. But because people sitting around the fire, you want the fire to burn, then you say you're not. No. That's not my duty. Sure. I'm here to speak the truth for the Liberian people, folks. Until tomorrow morning, that's when we'll be here. We play more of those recordings. In fact, we'll trim them to the extent that you will have a real feel of what these recordings entail. Until tomorrow, my name is Fidel City. Dennis Nipsing has also been here. Do have yourselves a great day. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.